All right, ladies and gents, welcome. I think we're live. Hope you guys are well. Let me know, chuck a few comments up there telling me that we are live and we're good to go. It is an exciting day. We are only 1 hour away from Desperation Day, as we all know it. I think that one came from Uncle John, but Desperation Day, it is just around the corner. Only an hour away. I am really looking forward to it. I've got two really cool co-commentators joining me for the actual matches when they do happen. We're going to have none other than Aussie Armwrestler and, of course, Side Pressure King himself, Todd Hutchings, Toddzilla. He is going to be joining me in about half an hour's time, and we will be giving you guys the commentary from our side of things. If you haven't yet seen, or if you haven't got a pay-per-view subscription up and running, ready to go, then make sure you do grab that, because what we won't be doing here is we won't be actually broadcasting. We won't be broadcasting the actual matches here for you to see. So you still need the pay-per-view to be able to see the actual matches. But what you will get here is the commentary from myself, from Todd Hutchings, and from the Aussie Armwrestler. So it is going to be a good day. I cannot wait. So early morning here for me, it's like 4 a.m. So hopefully you guys are doing well. But I set my alarm. I woke up my wife. I tried to sneak out of the room. I'm in the hotel lobby at the moment. But yeah, looking forward to breaking down this match live for you guys as it happens. This is probably going to be one of the most technical matches that we've ever seen. Of course, I'm referring to the Michael Todd and Devin Larratt main event. I think we're going to see everything good and everything ugly that arm wrestling has to offer. So I can't wait for that. And oh my goodness, seeing Devin Larratt as heavy as he is right now is an eye-opener. 293-pound Devin Larratt, the biggest Devin Larratt there's ever been. I think it's going to mean a lot. It's going to mean a real lot. So, I don't know. You guys have heard it that I've backed Michael Todd. I think it's going to be Michael Todd in a nail biter. I think Michael Todd 4-3 is the result that I think is going to happen. And oh my goodness. I think it's going to go down to the absolute wire. The other matches, I've of course got I've got Rolly Ray for a 6-0 win, in my opinion. And then we've got oh, gee whiz, I'm going 5-1 on Schoolboy so far. So I've seen a lot of people asking the questions at the moment, how far till we start? We've got exactly, guys, 50. If I look at the Core Sports website right now, which what I do is I might put that up on the screen for you guys. Let me share that screen for you guys so you can see the countdown as it is happening. Yeah, let's share that screen. There we go. Okay, so now we've got the countdown up on the screen as well. King of the table. You can see it says, for me, it starts at 5 a.m. on Saturday, May 29th. That is correct. I am in the future. It's not May 28th for me anymore. It is May 29, and it's 5 a.m. for me. So New Zealand, even further in the future than Australia. But anyway, I got to get your comments back up on the screen. I want to be able to see what you guys are saying. Give me 2 seconds and I'll bring that up. So what is everyone doing? How is everyone? Let me just get you guys. There we go. We've got 176 people in here at the moment, so thank you guys for tuning in. You can see there we've got the countdown timer on the screen, so it won't be too much longer. I'm going to keep chatting. Like I said, we do have Toddzilla joining me. This is the special guest co-commentator tonight. It's going to be Toddzilla, Side Pressure King. It'll be very interesting because when I was chatting with Todd a day or so ago, organizing and inviting him on to do this watch party, he was like, yeah, I asked him, I said, are you going to watch it live? And he's like, probably not going to watch it live. I'll probably watch it the next morning and disagree with everyone's reviews of it. And I'm like, well, why don't we fix that? Why don't you get on here and do a review with me? So he was like, yeah, that sounds cool. That sounds fun. So Toddzilla will be with us in about half an hour's time. And the Aussie Armwrestler, I think the Aussie Armwrestler is making an appearance. He's having a chat in this pre-hour with with the fellas over on Arm TV, Gary and Uncle John, but he will be joining us shortly as well. So for the moment, you just got me, and then we've got the Aussie Armwrestler and Todd Hutchings coming on not too far down the track. But let's have a look at what everyone's commenting at the moment. Let's see what the feel is going on for this. It's been such an interesting lead up. I mean, I've always seen it as Devin Larratt has won every single poll. If you look at every single poll, the one that I put out, 81% of people voted for Devin to win. If I see the same thing came out on Arm Wrestling TV, very similar numbers. Across the board, it's 81% of people have been voting for Devin Larratt. And I think that, honestly, that's an opinion-based thing. Well, I think that's more reflective of who people want to win. I don't think that's reflective of exactly who is likely to win. I think it's let me just resize that a bit. There we go. I think it's more likely that it's a 50-50 match. If you look historically between these two guys, it's always been ridiculously close. Go back to Arm Wars, it was ridiculously close. Go back to 2018 WAL, ridiculously close. And it's something that it's just, the odds of this being able to just be one-sided to Michael or one-sided to Devin is incredibly low. I just honestly don't think it can happen. I'm seeing some questions there asking what's the card layout. I imagine that the card layout will be in a traditional reverse order sense. So we're going to probably have Ray and Mazadir going first, followed by Larry and Schoolboy. And then I think they will finish with the big boys, Michael Todd and Devin Larratt. This question there from Ben K. Hey, Ryan, do you think height increasing platform should be legal? Yeah, of course it should be legal. It's perfectly fine with that. And it's not a drama at all. But I don't think any of these guys today will be using the platform. We got a super chat in from KD $4.99. Why are you and RV not on this card? Well, the biggest and most obvious reason is Australia is still not permitting international travel. So at the moment, it's funny I say that as I'm in New Zealand, but there is a travel bubble between Australia and New Zealand. So that is essentially why I cannot personally get anywhere. So I hope that policy changes really soon, and then I will be. But I mean, I would have been in Dubai without a doubt. I would have been in Dubai for this event. Had the Australian government been allowed to. I had the invite from Larry and from Michael Todd when they were first putting this together. And look, if I was there right now, I'd probably be pulling Coach Ray. Coach Ray and I would have finally been able to work that one out once and for all. But I've seen a few people asking if I'm going to be streaming it live. Guys, just be aware, I'm not streaming the matches live. That would be a big no. Not going to be streaming the matches live. I'll be myself, Todd Hutchings, and Aussie Armwrestler will be giving a live commentary. You still need to grab the pay-per-view from Core Sports if you want to watch the match live with me. All right. Yeah. How did Devin get out of Canada? That's a good question. I don't know how Devin got out of Canada, but if there's one guy that was going to get out of Canada, like if there was one guy that was going to get out of Canada despite restrictions saying that he couldn't, it's Devin Larratt. He's got buddies in good places, and I think he would have gotten a shipping container and flown himself over there as cargo if he had to. Hey, Blue, what do you think when starts the Devon match 3 hours from now? Mark Henson. I think it'll be earlier than that, mate. I think the event starts in 51 minutes. I remember Devon saying that they have a 2-hour slot for the card at their event. So I would expect it all to happen over a 2-hour period. Then the matches are 6-round matches with a 90-second break between, plus hype and whatnot. So I think that the Devon match is more likely to start about 2 hours from now. I think the matches will be pretty quick. I do apologize if the internet connection is not great. I am relying on a hotel Wi-Fi connection, so hopefully that will do sufficiently. But if it drops out, I do apologize. I will do my best to keep it going on here. But yeah, I don't know. So, guys, let me know in the comments. I want to know. Just type for me, Schoolboy or Larry. For me, this is the most interesting match and the most difficult one to predict. I mean, I know how much Michael Todd and Devin Larratt is a difficult match to predict because it just historically is. But the Schoolboy and Larry thing, there's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of unknowns being how the biggest unknown is how far has Larry progressed? How efficient is Larry now? Is he in a position where he can arm wrestle defensively if he has to? Does he know how to be patient on the table? If he can't pin Schoolboy, does he know how to relax and just play for position? Or I've seen some words coming in. Schoolboy seems to be the favorite, but there's some early Larrys. Larry 4-2 from Jeff Nicholson. Here's the thing for me on Larry and the Schoolboy. I think that undoubtedly Larry has stronger fundamentals. He is the stronger human. He obviously has world records in conventional powerlifting. So he's strong. We know he's strong. Just look at him. He's strong. But that's the beautiful thing about arm wrestling. You don't have to be the stronger human in order to win the match. And Schoolboy, on his side, has a significant advantage when it comes to technical ability. He's been arm wrestling his whole life, essentially, and he's going to be fluid. He can transition between positions with ease. There's no thought required for Schoolboy. Everything he does is going to be automatic. And because of that, I think the longer the match goes on, it's more and more likely, I feel personally, that fluidity or efficiency in the way he moves is going to come through, and it's going to be a big, big factor. So I think that, honestly, I think that if Larry's not strong enough to just straight up bang, pin, and not have a sticking point, then it's going to go to Schoolboy. I think my prediction's 5-1. I think the first round, Schoolboy's going to win. The second round, it's going to go to Larry. The second round, Larry will have felt, oh, that's where you are. He'll grab a hold of it, and he'll just have enough to pin off the go in a surge. And I think it'll be in straps, and Larry will be able to collapse the pronation enough of Schoolboy that he's going to get that wrist bent and just kind of one surge, ugly side pressure. It might take 1.5, 2 surges. He might have to stick down at the bottom and hold for a while. But then after that, I think he's going to start to get tired. And I think, oh, hang on a second. Let me just check. I think we got someone in the waiting room. What do we got? We got the Aussie arm wrestler. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. The Aussie arm wrestler is about to join us. Jake Ward, as he's coming in. Here he is. I can hear him now. Jake Ward, how are you, brother? Can you hear us yet?
I can hear you. For some reason, it's saying it cannot start my video. So,
oh, there we go. Well, we've got you. We can all hear you, that Jake Ward. So, good morning to you. What is it? It's like 2 a.m. for you, isn't it, brother?
It's 2 a.m. here now. I've just put the kettle on. I've got the beers ready. I have no idea why my video won't work.
That's all good, Jake.
That's all right. I will find out why. All the fun stuff. Of course it is when it's live TV.
Yeah, we got 312 people listening into your fumbling through of your camera. That's all good.
Brilliant.
That's all good.
What legends! All right.
So I'm seeing people in the comments section saying that Schoolboy is weighing in at almost 280 pounds. I don't know. Is that true? That's a big Schoolboy, isn't it? Goodness.
That is true. 277.8 was the official weigh-in.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's big. That he's definitely not a Schoolboy anymore. A lot of people we've always just kind of assumed he's softly spoken. He doesn't look that ripped kind of body like his opponent. So it's easy to. There he is, Jake Ward. We got you now, brother. Welcome.
Yeah, I don't know why my actual camera. Yeah, this is just my crappy desktop camera. I'm not sure why the main one is. So I'll keep fiddling around while it's all going, but yeah, no idea why. No idea.
Mate, seeing that you've just arrived, whilst I know you're multitasking there with fixing cameras and all that sort of stuff, and it does look a bit hazy, to be honest. You do look like you're in a 1990s nightclub there with the smoke haze going on. But
yeah, Oh, now I've gone again. It's oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh, it's all good. You sort yourself out. I'll keep on having a chat with the crowd, and give me the nod when you are good to go. But I'm seeing people in there. Look at how did he get to 125 kilos? People are wondering. I think Schoolboy is still young. He's still growing. At the end of the day, I don't think he's reached the point where we will see his maximum potential in a physical sense achieved. I still think when he's got a long time to go, from my own experience, from just seeing people in my club, when not until you reach about 30 do you really start to thicken up and hit the potential size body weight that you're going to be. I know when I was 21 years old, I was like 83, 84 kilos. So it was, we're now, it's more realistically 95, 96 kilos that is my normal walk around weight. So I think Schoolboy, by the time he's 30, is going to be pretty significant. I think he's going to be up around that 100 kilos. That's going to be his normal walk around. So I think it's only the beginning of Schoolboy. Although, having said that, Danny, there you are, Jake. Now you're clear as crystal. Mate.
Oh, my God. Wow, we got there in the end. Oh, now this looks a bit brighter for someone at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh,
yeah, you're looking good, mate. You're looking sharp. Like I said, you look like you're in a 90s disco party or something like that before with that other camera. But
oh, when you go out to the smokers area, that's what it looked like when you go out to the smokers part. But how is everybody? You've jumped on nice and early. This is good. You got heaps of people in the comments. I will jump out of this soon, and I'll pop over to Arm TV. But I'm going to hang out here for most of it, because this is just what we do. This is going to be unreal. Everyone's looking big. It's thick. It's 45 minutes. If you haven't got the pay-per-view already, what is wrong? What is wrong? I have woken up to a mad scramble. I've got anyone and everyone asking me where and how they can watch this match. You've only had 4 months. Come on, guys. Pull your heads in.
Oh, yeah. I'll be honest. I only actually paid for the pay-per-view about 4 days ago. I was like, I got to get this sorted. So I'm ready to go. But yeah, it's a cheap pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, yeah, we do spend more on cups of coffee every day, or just about. I know I do anyway. But this is the event of the year. It's the evolution of the sport in social media, and the first pay-per-view with Big Larry coming on board. There's so much going on for this one. So you're crazy if you miss it. Although, if you're Aussie, I asked Jordan Davis if he wanted to jump on and do some commentary with us today, and he's sleeping and said he's going to wait for the review when he wakes up. So there are a few soft people out there. Jordan Davis, one of them.
Jordan, I mean, that's ridiculous, mate. Ridiculous. You're probably going to be up at this time anyway with your beautiful little child. I don't get it. It's once in a lifetime event. It's a historic moment. It's changing the sport. I don't know why for one day only, you just get up early. It's not like this is a weekly occurrence. Pull your head in, Jordan Davis. Not on. You should be awake having a chat with Ryan Bowen and the Aussie Armwrestler. That is for sure. And I just go on.
Hey, one interesting one. We'll obviously talk about the matches. We're 40 minutes out. We'll talk about the matches. But I want to know your prediction on who Toddzilla thinks will win. Because we've got Toddzilla coming in as one of the co-commentators.
Okay. Who do I think Toddzilla will pick?
Yes. That's it. I think
depends what mood he's in. So it'll probably be a good time over there. So I think it's like 1 p.m. Central Time there. So he'll be awake. So he won't be in a grumpy early morning.
It'll be 9 p.m. I think Todzilla's just finishing up his work at the moment. I was speaking to him about 20 minutes ago. He said he'll be on in half an hour's time. So we're about 12 minutes away from having Todd Hutchings join us to talk to everything. So, yeah, I don't know. But I'm curious. I can't pick. In my mind, I'm like, who would Todd actually go for in these things? It's quite interesting. But I want to hear. What do you reckon?
So I reckon, first of all, Todd would sit there for the first match. I think he'll have like zero interest. I don't think he'll care. So I think he'll just go with Coach Ray.
Yep.
Be his first.
Now, his opponent is the UAE overall champion, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Trains out of what's it called? Trains out of
Abu Dhabi.
Gym, doesn't he?
Oh, Larry's gym. Larry's gym. Okay. And
So
he's got a few kilos on Ray, hasn't he? At the end of the day.
Yeah, it was 30 pounds. So 12 kilos, I believe. I think it was 230. Ray weighing in just under 200 pounds, and this guy's at like 230. Pretty strong, but something like that isn't that too much of a difference when you have an experience like Coach Ray. So I think Godzilla picks Coach Ray. Depending on what mood he's in, I think it could be relatively the same picks as most people. I think he would pick Schoolboy, unless he just wants to shit stir everyone in the chat. I think he'd pick Schoolboy. I think if you just
Todd Hutchings doesn't shit stir anyone.
Yeah. And I think and I also think because he trained with Michael Todd, I think he'll stay with that pick. Even though he's pulled against Devon in WAL, he's trained with
So
they would have at the factory.
They would have formulated some degree of strategy, or he would have been privy to that strategy behind the scenes. So I agree. Yeah, I agree.
That's who Todd's picking.
Yeah, and Todd, when we look at the last time Todd faced Devon Larratt, there was that controversial match in WAL where the pin just wasn't called in that first round, and yeah. So I think Todd wants his revenge on Devon. So if he can kind of get it a little through Michael, he'd probably like it. But hey, we've just got a super coach in from Tyrone Carrigan with $2 saying, has Sam Burnett got a prediction? Is he joining us? That's a good question. I don't think Sam is joining us, Tyrone Carrigan, for the actual commentary tonight, but he is someone that, oh my goodness, is taking leaps and bounds forward. I don't know what his prediction is, but honestly, I know that Alan Fisher has made mention to Sam and to myself that he would love to come to Australia, and if he does, he would love a super match with Sam Burnett. So that one has already been requested. And Sam Burnett is definitely a cool and up and coming. I think will land very well when we get that reality check of international travel finally returning and matches being able to happen again from everywhere. We're going to see Sam Burnett do well.
Sure. Just hanging for a bit of international changing and allowing at the moment. Like we just need it. God, I'd love to see so many international people come to over the top, and then we can have some side super matches. So once they're knocked out, to see Sam versus Alan Fisher. I know a few are dying to come over, but it could be the biggest, one of the biggest events, in the last 10 years. Obviously, besides the event we're about to watch. But oh my God, it's going to be so good.
So Jake, I want to just answer a couple of people's questions. There's still people in the chat unsure of where they're going to actually see the match. The match is, ladies and gentlemen, just let me reiterate, we will not be broadcasting the match here. This is a commentary of the match. If you want to see the match live, then you need to head to Core Sports. Type in coresports.com and they will have the option. I think it's still $7.95 US for you to download it or to get your pass to that pay-per-view. What you will get in this live video is reactions, commentary from myself, the Aussie Armwrestler, who's going to be in and out, and Toddzilla Hutchings, who should be here in about, if he's on time, 7 minutes. If he's on time.
And it's like 37 minutes to this is happening. Ready, bang! I'm too excited. I tried coming in with a coffee and I started having a couple of sips and I'm like, no, too excited. I'm already awake. So it's happening.
Yeah. Well, I'm the only person in the hotel lobby at the moment, and I just had the gentleman who opened the door for me said, "Hey, do you mind if I've just got to do a little bit of vacuuming?" So I said, "Yeah, go for it." So I do apologize if the vacuum noise starts up again in a moment. YouTube, it's not me, it's the hotel lobby, but they've let me in. So
everyone in the chat, just let us know who you're picking. Let us know who you think's going to win. Just absolutely jump in there. And I want to know if with all my picks, I want to know if you think that if I'm nuts, and I know a lot of you people.
Which match for you, Jake, is the most interesting? Is it the Michael Todd Devon or is it Schoolboy Larry? Which one are you most looking forward to?
It's got to be the main event. It's got to be the Michael Todd because the Michael Todd match, because that can chop and change because we know the adjustments. So say Devon takes an early 2-round lead. You know that it's not over. You know Michael Todd is going to come in and try something else. When it comes to Larry and Schoolboy, we will see early on how much Larry's improved, and then nothing will change. So when Schoolboy gets the early pins, Larry will have his set game plan, and that is it. So then he won't be able to move and adjust. That's what, Coach Ray will tell him a few things what to do, but we'll pretty much know how much he's improved. With the
Modest, before I get on to the same question, Modest Handshake has just made a very funny comment. I do like it. The cheapest and freest and easiest, not the best though, way to see the match for free is to watch it in the reflection of my glasses today. That is. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if that is the quality that you're after, it will be free and live right here in the reflection of my glasses. If I just keep my angle like that, you'll be able to see it.
Oh, wow. Imagine if you got done. Imagine if your channel got shut down for copyright because of that through your reflection. Oh, my God.
Funny. That would be funny. But yeah, for me, I agree with you on that. Michael Todd, Devon Larratt is the match. It's the most interesting match for me personally. It's got a big story, a big implication on the world rankings if this match goes one particular way or another. Of course, there's a lot of controversy around, is this match for the number one rank in the world? Some people believe it is. Some people believe it isn't. Obviously, Levan is the question mark. I'm one of those people that is of the opinion that we don't know. And the winner of tonight, I think it is partly for the number one rank in the world, but I don't think it's unequivocally agreed for me. Still, whoever wins this has to face Levan, and I'm sure it will happen eventually.
They do have to face Levan, but when was the last time Levan pulled? When was the last time he pulled competitively?
2019 November.
Yeah, so that's a long time to not pull and still claim. He's not claiming he's number one, but you know what I mean. So I think because it's been too long. It's been too long. So now I think the winner of this is number one in the world. Absolutely, 100%. Try and change my mind in the chat. You're not going to, but I think whoever wins this match, 100% is number one.
Well, the thing is, you've got Levan facing Dave Chafee later on this year. That one's being advertised as it's going to happen, and I hope for the sport's sake that it does. I don't know that the whole entire top 8 series is going to get away, but the Levan and Dave match for me is actually the other determining factor. I feel like the winner of that has a good claim to being number one as well, and so I think. We're here to talk about Michael Todd and Devon Larratt, but I actually think that Chafee Levan match is a legitimate match as well. Like, I think people could be shocked there. I don't think Levan's going to win that one with ease. I think Dave has every opportunity to win the match.
Levan's not winning that at all. Dave Chafee's winning that match. Dave Chafee, and I don't know if everyone thinks I'm drunk at 2:00 in the morning, but I've said it early. I called it. I remember when Devon put out that super match card that he really wanted. And back then I think that was Michael Todd versus Levan. But either way, I think Dave wins that one. If Dave's training like he was in WAL and things like that is still going, and the last time I was lucky enough to speak to Dave Chafington III, I think he beats Levan. There's just something about Levan that's just not there for me. He's a big, massive unit. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I just think Dave can stop him. You know, Dave was the one that
Dave's got a rigidity about him. He looks hard, really hard.
And anyway, when no one could beat Saplenkov, who beat him?
Dave was the man.
Chafee. So that's where I'm going with that one. And
Jake,
then,
we've got a super chat in from Caesar Matthias, who's asked, in both of your opinions, do you believe Devon and Michael are in their best shape right now? And keep up the awesome job and peace. What do you reckon?
Michael Todd, yes. Michael Todd, the best shape he's ever been in, 100%. A man that had to work full time and juggle a couple of jobs has now almost been able to spend the last 12 months on, YouTube sponsorship and just being able to train and arm wrestle. 100% the monster Michael Todd is in the best shape of his life.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
For our friend Devon, I don't know. A bit of background in human science and things like that. Obviously he just didn't eat pancakes and things like that. There's always a method behind Devon's madness. But with the DVT recovering from that, Devon's big, but I think we've seen him in better shape. Obviously we haven't seen him bigger, but just because you're bigger, it doesn't mean the best shape in your life. So to answer your question, Caesar Salad, Monster Michael Todd, yes. Devon, no.
The Devon Larratt factor, the fat Devon factor, is a really interesting one for me. And I like that Devon actually kept it secret. Devon had been reporting for weeks on end that he was 260. And we could see that he was a big Devon, but he wasn't. The truth has come out, and which I saw in the video from his last thoughts that he gave a few hours ago, that he'd actually been keeping his true weight secret, and he wanted that to be a surprise for Michael when he turned up. And so he's turned up at 293, and undoubtedly he's put on a lot of fat. There's a lot of water retention going on, and he's puffed up. And 293, you can see it in his neck and his face. It's an unknown factor. I don't think even Devon knows how strong he's going to be. I think he's never done this approach before, and from my personal experience, I still say the strongest I've ever been in my life, or at least what I felt relative to my opponents, was the 2019 Queensland state titles. I fattened right up, and that day I flash pinned Lachlan Adair, Doug Fatafi, Marcus Satirai, Adam Stefanik. I flashed everyone that was normally a really big problem for me. And I was like, wow, being fat has something to it. So that's the unknown wild card for me, is the fat Devon could be.
The fat factor.
Yeah, it might just be, he might just be that strong. He might be as stronger than he's ever been before, even though it's an odd and probably not a recommended approach for an athlete to take. I feel like that might be enough to be that wild card.
I'll tell you what, this will be in history one of the first times ever in a sporting event that there's a fat factor that comes into it. Ryan, you played a lot of tennis. I played basketball and Aussie rules football. And if you're fat, you've got no chance. You've got no chance. Could you imagine having some love handles jiggle around trying to smash a forehand down the line and hit the baseline on the thing? You're not doing that while you're fat. You don't see any fat Wimbledon champions. So this will be, I do enjoy how, and I don't know why I didn't do it. I should have bought stocks in maple syrup when this match was first hyped up. Guys, everyone watching, if Devon wins today, don't go out and get fat, please. For the detriment of your health, do not go out and get fat. I know a lot of people just started eating pancakes and mac and cheese and all of that, but he's gotten bigger, and yes, he's put on some fat, but everyone out there it's Devon. He's put in a lot of work. The method to his madness is just unbelievable. So don't get fat. It's gonna be unreal.
Yeah, Jake, what do you think about the mental warfare coming into this match? Devon for me is the master of it. I think he truly is. He goes deep, and I think he goes so deep that his opponent can't really. They don't know how to match it, and. What have you seen in this one? How has Michael Todd kept up with Devon, in your opinion, on the mental warfare?
It's hard. It's hard. He's the the greatest. You know, his mental warfare, and it's at this stage now where Devon doesn't even have to say anything. It's like when you go and watch a comedian and you plonk yourself, or you talk to a comedian and you're sitting there and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting for him to say something funny, and then, you know, he may have said something funny and you're like, was that a joke? Was that not a joke? So now whenever Devon turns up or watches a video, Michael Todd be watching going, is that a dig? Was that a crack at me? Is that a crack? I'm not sure. What was that? Oh, what do you think of that? Well, hang on. Was that a monster reference? Rah, rah, rah. So, look, Michael Todd's improved, and I'm sure he's probably just ignored a lot of what Devon said. If Michael just focused on himself, then it's handled well, but it's very hard to go back and forth.
It is. It's hard to go back and forth with Devon. It really is hard to go back and forth with Devon. He's relentless, and like I said, he trolls on a very deep level his opponents. And Michael is someone who wears his heart on his sleeve, and Michael can get ruffled quite easily by mental warfare. And I think personally, Michael's best approach. It doesn't work for the YouTube space, but it might. I would have liked to have seen almost just nothing from Michael. I would have liked to have seen just like. I would have liked to have just seen a look in his eye. Like he should have still maybe released videos, but just said nothing and just did his thing. Because as soon as it's like when you watch someone try to outdo Travis Bajan in talk at the table. It's very hard to do. And if you attempt it, you usually lose that battle and you go into your shell eventually. It's the same with Devon. Taking on Devon in a mental warfare game, in a long form mental warfare game, like this match build-up has been, is really difficult. So I think that, Michael's nervous. Once
you reply to a Travis Bajan, once you try, it's almost, just trying to play catch up. You kind of look silly, like trying to do it. I think Michael's approach with his YouTube videos and everything, I think he's done it right. I don't think he's overdone it. I think he's gone about it the right way and had a good laugh about it. I think the one thing I really love about Devon's mind manipulation and his games this time around is it's fun. You know, it's lighthearted. You know, there was the parody with Jody, you know what I mean? And it wasn't too, you know, you wouldn't sit there and go, ooh, Devon's taking it too far. Lighthearted fun, but done very well. Hit it really hard. Yeah, where Travis just goes for the jugular when he starts going on the table. But I think Michael's held it well. I think, but it'd be something like early on going, oh no. But this is a big payday for Michael. It could be, really interesting. My question to you, Mr. Bowen, and anyone else in the chat, does the loser of this main event retire?
Oh,
is that it for them?
No, that can't. Devon Larratt and the word retire. Devon Larratt, retire, and arm wrestling are three words that I don't think we'll ever hear until the man dies. I think he will always be lingering around with a stubborn King's move, even when he's 65. He'll still be saying, I reckon I can beat that dude. It's number one. So I don't think it'll happen from Devon's side. Michael's side, it's more realistic and possible. I think he wants the Levan match at some point in his life. I think he'd be truly disappointed if the sport never served up that opportunity. So I don't think so. But he is someone that I think will take his foot off the pedal soon. I think he's been doing this for 20 odd years, and I think that he would like to potentially enjoy life, get into acting and things like that. I mean, he's got a look about him that he could be, what is it, Kratos or whatever from that sort of style. So I can see Michael taking the foot off the pedal a little bit, potentially. But I do think he would keep the foot on the pedal until hopefully maybe at least this time next year, and in that time have somehow managed to get across the table from Levan.
So if he, for some reason, Devon wins the match 4-3, does Michael have a right to have that Levan match?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Because I think Michael does better against Levan than Devon does. Even like regardless of the result of tonight's match, I think that Michael has just a bigger problem for LeBron to deal with. So, but then you say if Devon's the man, if Devon's done it, then it's kind of got to be him, isn't it? Like in the perfect world, we have all the genuine best 8 guys in the planet doing their thing, and there was no contracts with PAL or anything like that. And I know Devon and Michael are both free agents now. I do know that they're loyal to the WAL, but they're not under contract any longer. I think Michael may have a little bit to go. I know Devon's free from his contracts, but I believe that Michael's maybe 6 months to 12 months to go. But if those guys were able to participate in that top 8 group, it would truly be amazing. Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? It'll be really interesting. Right. I'm going to pop out for 5 minutes, Ryan. I will be back very, very soon. Guys, stay in the chat. I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
And when you get back, hopefully Todd Zilla will be here. I'll give him a message right now, and we'll see what the Side Pressure King thinks about this match. All right, we'll see you soon, Jake. All right, ladies and gents, I'm going to message Todd Hutchings right now. Let's see how he's going. How's it looking? What do you guys reckon? Who is Todd Hutchings going to be back in this? This one, for me, that's an interesting question. Todd Hutchings, the Side Pressure King, he'll be in here very shortly. Oh, Todd Hutchings himself, I think he's going to be, my guess is that he's going to be backing Ray, he's going to be backing Schoolboy, and then he'll be backing Michael Todd. I like that theory. I think that's where we're going to see him go. But it will be interesting to hear his commentary live on the matches as well. He is such a killer dude and cheeky at the same time. So he's going to be not too far away. Guys, let me have a look at the countdown. We are exactly 18 minutes, 53 seconds away from Core Sports going live. So that is not long at all. Cannot wait. Match of the year coming up. I think they're going to do it in the reverse order. So it should be Mazzadir and Coach Ray going first, followed by, we're then going to have Schoolboy and Larry Wheels to face off. And then finally, the main event, Michael Todd, Devon Larratt. I'd love to be a fly on the wall right now. Oh, we got another super chat from Dung Tai. Thank you, sir. Let me just grab that one for you. Dung Tai says, how many people are thinking that it's a free live stream here? Please order the pay-per-view, guys. It's only minuscule to your wallet and good entertainment. Yes, Dung Tai. I have to reiterate that. We've got 602 people in here at the moment, guys, all 602. I hope you realize 610 now as I speak. We won't be broadcasting the pay-per-view here. This is a commentary to the pay-per-view from myself, Aussie Armwrestler, and Todd Zilla, Todd Hutchings. So that is what is going to happen. If you do want the match, head to coresports.com and you'll see the King of the Table event. Click that. Cost you $7.95, and you will be able to watch it live with myself, Todd, and Aussie Armwrestler. So it's only 17 minutes away, guys. 17 minutes and 33 seconds till it is due to go live. So I'm clicked on. I'm ready to go. I'll bring up the timer so you guys can see it one more time. Let's screen share it. Let's get the timer up there. All right, there you guys. You can see now the timer is there. 17 minutes, 12 seconds to go. Oh, my goodness. All right, what else is going on in the chat? Timmy Turner says, can't do that as I want people but the pay-per-view and support arm wrestling. And Timmy Turner's been handing out pay-per-view passes already. He's a good man, Timmy Turner. Thank you for joining us in this one. Few people saying, 4-3 Devon. I agree with the 4-3 scoreline. I actually really agree with the 4-3 scoreline. However, I do think it is going to be 4-3. Michael Todd is my thing. I think we're going to see exhaustion in this match. Ultimately, it's going to get to the point where these guys have thrown everything at each other. And I think that as part of that, I just think Michael has a little bit more physical ability to just stick with it until the death. And if he does stick with it till the death, I think it's going to be his. Yeah, a few people are saying leave it like this. I will leave it like this on the countdown, guys. But when this gets to 0, I am going to be switching back to the screen with my face on it because, like I said, this is a outstanding event from Core Sports and from Larry's coordination, the PR side of Larry. He's put in a lot of own personal investment into this, so we want to make sure we support Larry and the PR and everything that Core Sports is doing. Yeah, people saying, please turn off the vacuum cleaner. That one will be off soon, I assure you. He's almost done. If he gets too close to me, I'll go for a walk and I'll get at the other end of the lobby whilst he's doing that. We will have Toddzilla here soon, so we'll get the vacuum cleaner off. That's what happens when you get up at 4 a.m. in the hotel. The cleaner starts vacuuming. But anyway, we're not too far away. I'll message Todd Hutchings again, see if he is far off. He was active 11 minutes ago. He was just finishing up some work as far as... no, still hasn't sent a message. So he will be here shortly. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to go for a wander whilst the vacuum's here. All good. There we go. So I'm going to go down to the other end of the hotel whilst that vacuuming is done. Hopefully the batteries last on my computer, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Very nice place. I'm in New Zealand at the moment on my honeymoon, if you were wondering. My wife is asleep, but it turned out it was a really good time because we don't miss any part of the day at all by doing this. She's asleep and I get to watch arm wrestling. So it's a pretty good scenario right now. There we go. Okay. How is that looking? That probably looks even clearer. The lighting's better down here too, but I might actually stay down here permanently. Just going to get my charger. But let me go right there. How's this look? Oh, look at that. Much better lighting. This is a good spot. Yeah. All right. So how many, very good question. I'm seeing people asking how many people are actually going to be on this pay-per-view. It's a good question. I think the sport's in a great place right now. And given this whole COVID situation, this is the event of the year. And the amount of people on the pay-per-view, I think it is going to be worth it for Larry to do this again. And Larry is in a position where he could do this again quite easily if he chooses to. So Timmy Turner says the best arm wrestling pay-per-view I've ever watched live was the top 8 when Ongabayev beat Kadecha. Maybe Devin versus Michael will top it. Yeah, that Ongabayev and Kadecha match was an outstanding one. But as you say, this match here, Michael Todd and Devin Larratt, is a match where it really will go crazy in terms of its technicalities and where it's going to go. I actually think Devin Larratt is going to be focusing on much more fundamental arm wrestling. From what I've gathered so far, I don't expect to see a King's move from Devin Larratt. I actually expect to see traditional arm wrestling. I expect to see him leaning forward. I expect to see him looking to contain the pronation. I think he wants to control center table. I don't think you're going to see Devin Larratt go to a King's move unless he's physically being pushed into and backed into a corner where that's the only choice he has. I think this is going to be classic Devin Larratt, and classic Devin Larratt in this match for me might be exactly what is needed to get control of the match and take it over. I don't think we're going to see a King's move from Devin. I think you're more likely to see a flop press from Devin like we kind of did in 2018. But the difference between now and 2018 from Devin Larratt's perspective is I think his hand control is more significant now. The last time they faced these guys, I was surprised, and I think Devin was too, that he didn't actually win the hand control from the ready go. Devin's wrist actually went back, and he had to work with rotation through the thumb, drag, and shoulder commitment. He never got control of the pronator. Now, of course, the classic way to beat the King's move is to get control of the pronator and then bring your shoulder forward. I think John Brzenk in 2008 UAL, that's how he did it. I think Andrei Pushkar, that's how he did it. I think Dmitry Trubin, that's how he did it. Get control of the pronator, gas the pronator, Michael Todd will stand up. And that is what I think Devin Larratt is going to try to do. Take control of center, get that rotation secured, and then from there, look to put the kill. But of course, there is then the other side of the coin. The other side of the coin being that Michael Todd actually possesses one of the world's most dangerous inside games as well. He is not just a King's move arm wrestler. He is someone that can actually press off the go And so if Devon Larratt is coming forward and Michael Todd senses that and comes forward, I actually do believe that Michael Todd has a stronger center table arm wrestling style, and his ability to get the shoulder behind his arm is powerful. So Devon Larratt has to be careful. He has to face the extreme Kings move, and he has to face the extreme press. Devon Larratt wants to float right in between the two of those. He wants to, if Michael's King's moving, he wants to contain the pronation just enough that Michael feels like he wants to come in and press. And as soon as Michael comes forward and presses, you get to see the return of the high hook from Devon Larratt. The high hook will prevent full access to the press from Michael Todd. So the spectrums of arm wrestling, if the match can be forced all the way over here or all the way over here, we're going to see a Michael Todd victory. If the match can be kept in between the extremes of arm wrestling, we're going to see a Devon Larratt victory. And, it's going to be good. I can't wait to see it. Cannot wait. We are only 10 minutes and 5 seconds away from the match. We've got 706 people in here, guys. Thank you so much, first of all, for being here. Todd Hutchings hopefully isn't too far away. He's scrambling. He's doing this at his work desk. He's an engineer, so he said he's setting his computer up as we speak, I believe. And the Aussie Armwrestler will be back very shortly to join us for the commentary. He was doing his work over with Arm TV's, popping in there to say good day, to keep his word to them as well. But he will be joining us back here with myself for the actual commentary of the match. Ladies and gentlemen, we are only 9 minutes and 30 seconds away, which is unbelievable. Guys, what I'm going to do, because I really like the lighting of this spot here, is I'm going to go and get my charger just to make sure this computer stays on the whole time. I'm going to go grab my charger from where I was sitting down before, and I'm going to move it over to that table, because that table there is awesome. So bear with me 2 seconds, guys, and then we'll be set up properly then and good to go. All right, I got my charger. And got my bag. Okay, let's go back to that good spot. Okay. I actually prefer over here, so yeah, good lighting over here.
You can stay there because I will.
Okay.
This floor.
All righty, we're back. 8 minutes and 29 seconds to go, ladies and gents, until the matches kick off. There we go. I like this spot. This spot is just good. Good for lighting. All right, let's see what's going on. Catch up to your chats, your comments. 772 people in the live chat. You guys are legends. Thank you so much for being here. How cool is it that this sport is starting to grow like it is? Honestly, it's been an interesting time this last year or so. Obviously, COVID killed just about every event there was globally for the sport. And we didn't really have the chance to do much. But this event, what that's led to, in my experience, and what I've seen, is that we've seen this big evolution of the sport. We've seen this evolution of social media, digital collaborations, things like what we're doing right here. And to have the support of you guys is awesome. So thank you so much. Tristan Hinderlander says, love your analysis, Ryan. Can't wait for the matches. Thank you so much, guys. That's what I'll be doing for you, endeavoring to do for you in the coverage of tonight, is to give you guys the technical analysis of what's going on. I study the sport. I love studying the technicalities of this sport. And I think this match is going to be one of the most technical matches we've ever seen. So, oh my goodness. I'll try to unpack it for you as it happens. All right, we hit 830 people, guys. This is amazing. I've never had this many people on a live, so I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy the commentary here. Remember, make sure you grab. I've just got the message from Toddzilla, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes. He's just sent me the jumping on now message. So, any moment now, pending computers being difficult, we're gonna have Toddzilla joining us, and we're gonna get his opinion 6 minutes out from the match. Oh my goodness, can't wait to hear the Toddzilla rapid fire predictions. They're on his way. Yeah, and guys, 6 minutes, still time. Go and grab the Core Sports pay-per-view. King of the Table, $7.95. It's all it's going to cost you. The matches won't be live streamed here. This is just a commentary from myself, Todd Zilla, and Aussie Armwrestler. We'll be breaking it down technically, but we won't be broadcasting the match, and you can see it in the reflection of my glasses. It's probably as good as it's going to get. But so let's support the event with Core Sports and everything that Larry has done. He's put a lot of his own personal investment into this, and so he has taken a big risk for the sport. And so let's return the favor to him by making sure we buy the pay-per-view. Here he comes. Here he comes. Todd Zilla. Hey, Todd Zilla, how are you? Is that a green screen background you got there, Todd, or is that where you are?
No, I'm at work. That's my backyard, though.
Yeah, I thought that looked like your backyard. I'm like, hang on a second, but it looked a little bit dodgy as well.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
I don't know how to. I see you, and I see the. I guess that's fine. So, is the match going to show on that bottom thing right there?
Well, the match. So what you're seeing on the screen perhaps right now is a screen share that I've got, which shows the match starting in 4 minutes and 38 seconds. But
Okay.
I won't be broadcasting that to the YouTube channel. I'm just giving that to them at the moment for their own preview sake. But it'll just be you and I on like a normal Zoom call. And we'll have the Aussie arm wrestler joining us here, Jake Ward, shortly too. He'll be jumping back in.
All right. Well, I got the match right here behind you. So
awesome, good stuff. But the people have noticed that the cheapest place to watch it's going to be in the reflection of now both your glasses and my glasses. If that's.
Well, I will take these off. I can't watch the computer with these on, but I got to see this little phone with them.
Yeah. So Todd, tell me, what are your predictions for this?
Oh, I think Michael Todd wins it. I've been consistent with that.
Yeah. Okay. Why?
Michael Todd's got Devin was quite a ways away from beating Michael Todd, and experienced arm wrestlers don't usually make huge level jumps, without anything in between. So, I mean, like if it was Matt Mask versus Devin, I'd pick Devin, even though Matt's been training crazy.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, John Brzezinkas just messaged me. I'm curious who his picks are. Who are your picks? Live with Todd Zilla right now. I know the internet was really curious on who John's picks were as well.
Because John's beat both of them.
yeah, exactly. There we go. He's typing to me now. Let's see what he says. Who his picks are. I remember. I know that when John last back at WL 504, he shook Michael's hand in the elevator, and he said to me after that, he said, I felt Michael's hand, and he's like, I still think I can beat him. Oh, guys,
John probably says that about everybody.
Oh, we're only 2 minutes and 28 seconds away from the broadcast. Oh, yeah. So he's at work right now. He says he can't watch the stream. He hasn't told me who he thinks is going to win, but I don't know. I think he'll be backing Michael as well, to be honest. Oh, he's still typing again. I'll let you guys know as soon as he comes through. But what do you think about the Schoolboy and Larry match, Todd?
I don't know anything about that. Larry's only been arm wrestling like a year or so. A year.
Right? He's had that rapid fire exposure to it with a lot of elite arm wrestlers hanging with him, but yeah, only a year, and this is kind of his first official ready go. He's never had something that mattered before, other than training ready goes.
Yeah, I think Schoolboy wins it pretty handily, just because it's hard to be an accomplished top roller, your first year out. I mean, unless you're just crazy brute strong. A top roller usually has an easier way through a match.
Yeah, sure. Jake, Aussie Armwrestler, welcome back, brother. How are you? We got Toddzilla here now.
Back. I am back. I'm very happy. Couple of beers deep. I'm very, very happy, man. And it's so good to see my man Toddzilla
Hey, what's happening?
hanging out. Oh, geez, it's been way too long since we've had a chat, my man. How are you?
I'm strong as fuck and fast as ever.
Are you
so good. So good.
Are you American fast or Bulgarian fast?
Oh fuck, I ain't Bulgarian fast. I'm middle-aged American fast.
Awesome. Hey guys, I've got to give you the exclusive scoop. John Brzenka's just typed to me his prediction for the matches. He said, despite being at work right now, he said, I'd bet on Mike if I had to bet. It depends on the refereeing also and how much Devin can get away with before the start. I think Mike will ultimately outlast Devin. He looks like he's in really good shape. Devin with the bulk, better hope for quick pins. There we go. From
18
the
seconds.
GOAT himself. 18 seconds before the live stream.
I'm watching it.
Michael Todd's known for getting pinned quickly.
Yeah, that's very much not the case, is it? But will there be any flash pins today? Anyone think of that? Oh, here we go. We got a live stream starting.
Here we go. It's loading. I'm so excited. Oh, stream not started yet.
Yeah, I got the same thing. Oh, they're gonna now leave us in suspense. They're trying again in 60 seconds.
Can you imagine? Oh wow. Oh, we get all excited up early in the morning or just finish late at night at work, sinking beers, and then the stream doesn't work.
All arm wrestling tournaments start late. Every single one of them. You'd never expect an arm wrestling match to happen on time.
Yeah,
it's a good view from your window, Toddzilla. It's a good view, mate.
What's that? I didn't hear that.
That's a good view from your window, just sitting there by the lake.
That's the lovely Muskegon River right there.
In green screen format too.
No, I'll tell you what, though.
You notice the river's not moving and none of the trees are moving.
Yeah. Nice, still calm day like yourself. But what I find absolutely fascinating is I've just come over from Arm TV. There was 1,100 people watching this. Currently, Ryan's very close to having 1,100 people, 1,062 watching this. Artem's got his own watch party, so I imagine he'd have close to those numbers. How good is it that, close to 3,000 of us arm wrestling nerds are all together getting excited for this event? I cannot, yeah.
And we all paid to be here as opposed to being paid to watch it.
That's right. That's right. And the stream's not working. Of course it's not working.
That was just a scam. There's not even anybody filming.
They've probably got
Michael, Todd, and Devin are walking up to a boxing machine and they're just each other. They're not even going to arm wrestle.
Oh my goodness, it wasn't that tragic with bloody Travis. Oh my goodness, that backfired on Michael too. But yeah, hopefully we're going to get something better than that. But thankfully, we're seeing everyone in the comments is saying it's not working yet. So it's not just you and I, or the three of us, thankfully.
Yeah, but that whole boxing fiasco, backfired.
Or something.
Yeah. Well, this being the first time that they're trying broadcasting with Core Sports a live stream, it's going to be clunky. It's going to be clunky at the best. I remember WAL's BR Live. Trying to watch that from Australia was a pain in the ass. I had subscriptions to every damn service possible, and it still was dodgy.
Yeah, that cost me quite a lot of money trying to watch it. So, Todd, I blame you because you were on BR Live, so you owe me some money. It was, I was trying to pay to watch you, and this is what happened. No, it was, I tried.
Your address. I'll put some money in the mail.
Todd, I want to ask you some questions. You pulled with Michael Todd as part of the preparation for this match. Do you feel Michael is in the best shape he's ever been?
Well, the last time I pulled Michael Todd, we were both under 200 pounds, and it was like in 2003. So I would assume he's in better shape than a 198-pound Michael Todd.
Yeah.
Although he
Very
did have
good.
more hair. He had more hair on his
Hey,
head.
it's on!
As a man with massive
Oh, you've got it. I've got 16 seconds before I can try again.
for his professional debut.
Oh, I can hear it. I can hear Neil
Refresh
pick
your
up.
page.
Hang on. I got 8 seconds. 8 seconds. I'm refreshing.
No, I just refreshed the page.
All right. Refreshing the whole page right now.
I just got about 115 messages saying, refresh your fucking page.
Yeah, I see it. I see people move. Is
Oh,
Bill
yeah.
Collins there?
I got it.
Yeah.
goodness.
That
Here
guy
we
next to
go.
Bill Collins messages me all the time. He's a good guy, Sergi.
They're all wearing masks and they're all 6 feet apart, aren't you? Isn't the rest of you? Hey, we
Oh, look at
cured
this.
COVID as soon as we elected a new president. What are you guys taking so long for?
Oh, we've got a super chat coming from Tyron Carrigan saying, where does Gennady fit in with Devon, Levan, and Todd? Where do you put him in the order, Gennady?
I've never met him, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Nah, down the order. I mean, Gennady's had some pins on Levant, which is great, but unfortunately not. It's very hard to rank people at stages because we haven't seen people pull in 18 months. So you just get on the table and pull people. How good is this? How good is it hearing Neil commentate again?
Look at the sword that Bill Collins is holding. What is going on with that?
Yeah. Good luck getting that on the airplane. That ain't coming back to America.
Oh my goodness.
I still can't believe they're doing the 6-round format. No one wants to see draws.
I'm just going to show people what they're missing out on. We haven't got any matches yet, so I think I'm all right to do this. But have a look at it. This is the sword that we're looking at here, YouTube. Look at Bill Collins wielding that thing. He's talking about the rules right now. I think that's what they're fighting for ultimately. Looks
Look at Bill
pretty
Collins'
damn.
watch.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the rules? Did you hear the full briefing on the rules, Todd?
I have no idea what rules. I mean, I talked to Michael Todd a little bit about it when they were negotiating them, but it sounds like it's not WAL rules. So
No.
Yeah, it's. I think that the key differences that we're looking at in this was that they're doing both running fouls and professional fouls. So the running foul just being an accidental foul where you didn't gain any position, but the professional foul being an elbow foul where you actually gain something from it. So the professional fouls, it's just straight up bang stop, and it's an official foul. Where the running foul, as you know, can continue on.
I hate those, man. Our refs are not quick enough to catch. Hell, I pin people and the refs don't call it. The last thing I want them to do is notice the foul, ascertain their intent, figure out if the geometric position changed, and then make a call. Half the times they don't even tell you if you're on a running foul. I like fouls, yes or no. I like definitive foul. Even if they're bad, I like them definitive. I don't, well, he hopped, but he didn't gain position. Well, who's it up to him to know whether he gained position? Sometimes gaining position is just making the match last a little longer.
Can we just just tell everyone in all the in the comments section, guys, you're missing out. Just buy the pay-per-view. You're not getting a free stream everywhere. Where Ryan only showed the stream for 2 seconds.
It cost me $8, man. That's half of my lunch bill.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I got the early bird price, mate, because we're Australians.
You got in at $3.95, did you?
Yeah. As soon as it came out, I bought it. I have probably got $3.95, in my dishwasher somewhere, like loose change.
I bought it 30 minutes ago.
Nice. Well, at least
it's
it works.
One airplane beer.
That's the thing I'm most impressed with is the fact that the stream is working straight up and it looks like it's going to be smooth. That the venue looks good. We've got commentators with British accents that I've never seen before that look like actual sport presenters. So they look pretty slick.
Which means they know nothing about arm wrestling.
This is so good.
Neil Pickup's Neil Pickup's not there, is he? He's commentating this remotely.
Yeah, him and Big Swole. Yeah, he can't. Yeah, it's really nasty over there in England. They can't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. If you ask me, every arm wrestling event should be in Vegas, and every commentator should be Neil Pickup. That just simplifies it.
And Aussie Armwrestler. And Aussie Armwrestler.
Then you're done.
Oh, here we go. First match. Mazza here, so do
Yes!
Here he comes. It's on, ladies and gents. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh,
so he's only short as well. He was weighing.
Wow, I thought he was a lot bigger. So 6 foot, 229 pounds, 18-inch biceps, 16-inch forearms, fast top roller, apparently.
Oh, God, I dream.
Ray's going to eat him alive.
To call a match with Neil Pickup. Oh. I would love it. Look at him.
Todd, you're someone, you don't care for size at all, do you? Like having big biceps means nothing to you, does it?
Yeah, considering I don't even do any biceps, I don't. Yeah, I love it when people tell me how big their biceps are. I go, oh, well, what can you lift with them?
This is so good. I mean, Coach Ray, I'm sorry, everyone in the chat, but Coach Ray's running through this guy.
Coach Ray, way too experienced. I don't see this. I mean, unless he's one of those freaks of strength, which it's possible, maybe he is. But Raymond Lipens at 5'7", 194 pounds. He's going to take this match inside and control it quick time, I think.
Let's go, Coach Ray. Everyone in the chat, who's everyone going for? Let us know. No, we're not going to show the stream, guys.
Look in the reflection of my glasses. There it is. Oh, look at Ray.
Not only am I not going to show the stream, I'm going to say shit that didn't happen, so you don't know what Hey, who brought out the naked ladies?
Yeah. There's a ninja on there.
There's a ninja fighting naked women.
Round 7. Have we missed the first 6?
That was a one with a bit extra love on it, I think.
Round 7.
It says 7 on one side and 1 on the other.
Yeah, we were very late to the stream. But how good is this? Like this moment, just to have this live stream. It's a really good production value. I think it's just magnificent. We've got 1,000 people here, 1,000 people on other channels, a couple of hundred with Artem. I think it's just brilliant. Everyone's together, just seeing this and about to watch Coach Ray. Here we go.
I just think I just heard a Neil Pickup prediction that Mazza here wins this. That's interesting. I don't know, Neil.
Yeah, I want to turn my volume up, but I don't want it too loud.
I've got it just nice and quiet. I got it through the headphones, so it's not going to interfere with the live stream. But here they are. They're shaking hands. Good to go. Raymond Levin's looking definitely the smaller man out of the two, but it's never been a problem.
5'8", isn't he?
He's 5'2" or something.
Yeah.
Coach Ray. He's I'm surprised he hasn't got the riser.
The lifter.
Well, yeah, the other guy's wearing those Gene Simmons Kiss boots, which adds 4 or 5 inches to him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Have you ever pulled with a riser, Todd? Have you ever stood on one?
I practiced with one, but I've never competed with one.
Yeah. It definitely does change the shape of everything, doesn't it? To be
it definitely it lets you get your shoulder closer to your hand. That's for sure. I'll be honest, I was just embarrassed to ask for it in competition. I thought I was just a little too close to trying on a dress, so I wasn't going to do that.
This is so good. I think they're waiting for chalks, and people are saying in the comment section.
There we go. They've organised everything so well they forgot the bucket of chalk.
Yeah.
Nobody thought they might need chalk in July. See, I bring my own chalk to these things just in case.
Yeah.
I have some chalk in my pocket.
Yeah.
And then if the opponent asks for some, you reach in the other pocket that's full of baby powder. And you go, good luck with that.
Oh, this is magnificent. Take your tag off. Like, don't you know, we know you're a competitor. Come on, Ray.
I think they're going with no chalk. There we go. They're going with no chalk.
Could you not have chalk?
Man, Mazahir will be sweaty
There's a
palm,
chalk
nervous
bucket
as
right
anything.
there. I mean, they got a
Like,
stainless steel chalk bucket.
As an inside puller, you want chalk too. So this is a concession for Ray to allow a top roller to start with no chalk. Makes a difference, those little things. You see Ray. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah,
He's subtly carving in. He's looking. Ray's gonna snap this into a hook so quick, I reckon.
Yeah, he's going straight outside, Mazir. Look at that setup. He's going to come straight outside. Sort him out, Phil. I think, Ray's looking to dive right in. If you look at his big gear,
he will.
And
he's going to push that shoulder forward.
Outside on this one. Load him up. Here we ready, bang!
Oh, did we get a pin there?
Oh!
Mazahir 1-0. Wow.
Yeah.
So Ray actually had enough to force the shoulder enough that he got the wrist flexion in, but then Mazahir just side pressure top rolled inside the cup of Ray and gets the first pin.
Wow, wait.
Ray, get the damn chalk, son. You need some more traction.
Jeez.
Yeah, Ray just said he needs chalk. There you go.
Wow.
Someone duck down to the 7-Eleven and buy some chalk or something.
Yeah. Oh, there's Adam Silva. He's done a great job with Larry Wheels. Yeah, he's come. He just went side pressure.
It was like me versus Chris Gobby then.
Oh,
the same shape. The same shape is that.
That's always a funny video.
So I think from here, I got Ray 5-1. I thought this was going to be a 6-0 Ray, but I think Ray wins this still. What did you see then, Todd?
Guys.
Well, right off, my strategy of the top rollers is always the same. Get into the straps, let them hit whatever they want, but just hold their hand flat. Because if a top roller doesn't have his hand, he's just like that whole deer in the headlights. They just freak out, and then you can just push them over at your will. But I mean, I would definitely. He needs to be. I would put him in the straps.
Yeah, they're going again with no chalk.
With no chalk again, Ray. Oh, he's making a concession. Here we go. Oh,
wow.
No, 2-0. He tried to hold on again. Ray, slip, son. Get to those straps.
So that ain't working. Let's see if he tries. So this is why I picked Michael Todd, because arm wrestlers don't change shit. They just don't.
Raymond, bang.
Yeah, that was
behind.
Yes, he attempted to do the same thing, only harder. He didn't really much add any variation at all.
Mazir just.
Goodness me. I still can't get over the no chalk situation. I think that's playing on Ray's mind.
The mental game, yeah.
I mean, Ray's got a top roll, so surely he slips this one. Puts it in the straps.
He has to come outside now. The inside, he's just getting outpowered. Just good old-fashioned
even
out
if
muscle.
he does a top roll, even if he just pushes his hand flat and up, anything to stop, because that top roller is going to lean over. And all you got to do is let him leave his hand behind a few inches, and then all that side pressure disappears. Ray just
we got a super chat from Mo Games ZZZ. Says, "Let's go, Larry and Ray." Thank you, Mo Games ZZZ. Appreciate the support. Thank you, brother. All right, here we go. Round 3. Mazahir up 2-0.
Gets his finger.
And no chalk in sight.
Fingers high.
Yeah, I can't believe no one's got chalk. Surely Devin or Michael had some in their bag.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's top rolling this time. Oh, no.
Oh, he's caught him.
Yeah, he's got to stop. He's got to stop.
Oh, he top rolled him and pinned. Wow. Bang!
Big reversal from Mazahir.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
So Mazahir just showed that he's got the ability to adjust, because Ray forced the hook, got a stop, and then Ray went to top roll himself and get a slip, and Mazahir just seized that opportunity, busted his wrist back and pinned him.
Is this a case of Raymond not taking the opponent like took him too lightly, didn't do enough study? I mean, this, because I believe he was supposed to pull Alex top roll, but he was injured. So Mazahir took this match.
Well, yeah, no doubt Ray's the more experienced arm wrestler here. So, but he's being out arm wrestled at the moment. I think that no chalk factor is a factor, but Ray needs to right now. He can still win this match. He can still win it 4-3. He needs to come with venom and intent and get to the strap. And
You
then
never want your palm up against the top roller. And Ray's putting his palm up every time he gets the top roller.
I can't, yeah. Come outside, Ray. Inside's not working.
Or if he gets inside, he just needs to stay inside as well. Like he forced the hook in the last one, but he backed off on his own hook and tried to then top roll slip. So he's either got a top roll slip off the go, or he's got to force that hook and stay actually active in it the whole time.
Yeah, he must be feeling something he don't like in there. You know what I mean?
Let's go, Ray. Yeah, he's got to come in. Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Stay with it, Ray. Stay with it.
Okay.
There we go.
This is what we want to see.
There
Bang!
we go.
We're in it there. Man of the chair, running around. We're on.
So,
We're on.
All that took was
now
some
Ray
venom.
feels good. He's already at the table.
It just took some venom. He just put some heart behind that and actually had some intent. And that intent, look at it. You can see the effort levels on Ray. It made a difference.
He's woken up.
Now watch this. Ray, I think Ray should force the hook and bleed him. Don't pin him early. Let him work.
Yeah, because he won't be able to. Yeah, I think he was surprised in round 3 when Mazir was just able to adjust. He didn't want to fight on that inside hook, so that's why he hit the top roll and ended up getting the pin. That just looked like it surprised Ray. This Mazir is just showing quality, just quality pulling against Ray. He's really shook at him. It's really thrown him off, taking advantage of the no chalk. Just put the strap on.
Yeah,
Don't let anyone.
There's the chalk bucket. It's completely empty. They got a whole stainless steel chrome chalk bucket.
There
Right there.
it is.
People in the chat are saying that we're behind.
Oh, there's a 40-second delay on Zoom in general compared. So for people watching it, there might be a little bit of a delay, but what we're getting is correct for us. But
okay, yeah, what's transferring? Okay.
Yeah, if you can't cough up $8, you deserve to be 40 seconds in the past.
Here we go, Coach Ray in the straps. I think it's going to change the game.
Yeah, because this will take now. We'll
strong
see
here.
the power.
Too much. I think pullers have too much say in the strap. I think it should just be all on the ref.
I think Ray needs that riser as well. Look at him. He's on those tippy toes.
He'll come inside. He's sticking to his inside game.
Oh yeah, he will. But can he force the hook is the question.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah, it's chopping down. Bleed him out. Good hit.
There we go.
Roll.
Ray's in control
Got
now.
position here.
Oh yeah, look at it. It's all over there. Easy day for Ray in the strap.
Got to slip every time.
Yeah.
Bite back.
3-1. 3-1. That's what we expected.
I love
Very
it.
very comfortable once the strap was on.
He's very
And he's
very
already
happy
back
there.
at the table.
Yeah.
This is, he looks like Emilio Estevez will play him in the new movie now if he makes his comeback win. It's going to be unreal. The new Mighty Ducks movie. So he's come inside. He was really leaning on his wrist on that last one. So it'll be interesting to see. They're going straight into the straps round 5, which Mazahir.
Oh, I love that rule. We should have that rule.
Wow. That's a donation from Mazahir there, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, because he's come straight into it in the scenario that you lost. Is this a pride thing, a testosterone thing?
That's awesome.
He wants to get that win on Ray's terms, Mazahir. I think if Ray can somehow hold and get the second pin from the inside, he'd be dumb to go another one into
Well, cool. If you can negotiate that, it would be cool if they just let the arm wrestlers pick their own start like you do in practice. You both just nod your head and go. You call your own fouls and pins. Just let the ref sit down. It probably wouldn't change the results much.
Here we go.
them up.
Round 5.
Going good. Close those fingers, Bill. We're on. Ready, bang! Oh, he's got him here. Ray's got him on the inside. His shoulder's there. He's going to try and bleed him out. That's unbelievable. The top roll's not working in the strap. Lean down. That's a pin. 2-0. You get 2 in a row for Ray. Mazahir showing absolute great strength, but he can't start in the straps now.
If Mazahir starts in the straps again right now, it's crazy. 3-2. It's very obvious that Ray Lipens is going to control the pronator of Mazahir and just dominate the match if it continues in the strap. So,
good.
No way. No strap.
It's got a bit of Adam Wilmot, Jeff Hale about it. Mazahir going straight. What does everyone think in the chat? This has been quite an entertaining match. Do you think Mazahir was a bit silly starting in the strap? Still no chalk. I think that's hilarious. Oh, Ray's gone.
He's going to run down to the sporting goods store.
Oh, Ray's running off to his gym bag to get some chalk.
Or the sandbox. He's going to the litter box where the cats are to get something for his head.
Core Sports. John Brzenk just messaging me saying, how do I get on this? How do I watch it? He wants to watch it on his phone whilst he's fixing some aircraft.
Oh my God! I don't want to ride on those planes. Just let him have the afternoon off. If he was an elevator repairman, that's one thing, but he's working on planes. Those are kind of important.
Yeah. Let me get that link. Where's the link for John?
Some chalks. Tell John Brzenk to come on the Aussie Armwrestler show.
Yeah. Have you got the link to the actual pay-per-view handy, Jake? Can you send that to me? If you got it, I'm just...
So we go. I've got my link.
I just typed Core Sports into Google and Core Sports arm wrestling self-filled in. I mean, it took me right here.
Yeah, all right, here we go.
I've tried.
Back into the straps.
Wow, they're starting in the straps again.
Those are awesome rules.
Yeah. There's no, from what I've seen, there's no way Mazahir's going to do anything in the strap, to be honest. It looks like he's just in a different league. It's going to be Ray 3-all. It's a formality.
Yeah, what? Mazahir, come on, mate. That's nonsense. You just had 3 quick pins outside of the strap. Why are you coming in? I hope they ask him after the match. He must have felt something. Oh, hit straight away. Bang. He's holding on. But that bicep.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Very comfortable, Coach Ray.
Coach Ray just going to sit there now. He's going to win 4-3. Wow. That's it. Yeah, that was unbelievable. Mazahir, I like what he's trying to do, but he's just relying on bicep and shoulder to bring Ray on his side of the table, and Ray just showing his experience. He's getting that whole frame on the inside. He turns straight off the go, and it's just leaning on Mazahir's bicep and bleeding it out. Look at that.
Jake, you've got about a 4-second lead time on me, you cheeky bugger.
What do you mean?
Is it that you're seeing the match 4 seconds before me? When you say ready, bang, they're still taking a grip for me.
Oh no! Go to your little browser and see if you can fast forward at 4 seconds.
Let's try.
Like when you come in out of
Yeah. I'm just gonna hit refresh. I'll hit refresh on that and see what happens. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, from here it doesn't look good from Mazahir.
What's going on with the score? Saying 2-all.
Oh, that's a bit weird.
Are they saying that there's been running fouls? People are saying it's technically 3-1. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for jumping in, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Okay, so let's see how our timings are now. Okay, I've refreshed it. Bill Collins has got his hands on their hands now.
Right, you're looking at Ray?
Right, looking at Ray. I'll tell you when the camera angle changes. Ready? Now.
See, they Why does the score now say 2-2?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a replay.
No.
Is-
No, this is
There's
the
no
next
strap.
round. I think there's something to do with running fouls.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Out of straps. Ray's got him now. There we go.
Guys, so we don't get copywriting. If you're in the chat, what's going on? Because we can't really hear the sound because we're all just having a chat. Has it been? Were there running fouls called? Did they go back on something? Did the king of the table? Did they get it wrong? They're calling another elbow foul. Sit down, Sergi. Come on, mate.
I think that, well, they do have the ability to do video replays, and so perhaps someone has asked for a video replay and they've called a running foul on some of those rounds.
So the bottom ref, because Ray was on the side of the pad, was saying if that was a foul. But yeah, Mazir has put in a good hitting, but I think Ray's figured it out now.
It looks, yeah, and there's enough fatigue in Mazahir's arm now that even out of straps, he's not going to be doing what he was doing those early rounds. Ray's got complete control of the pronator. He's forcing the hook, and then he's able to take Mazahir's wrist too once the arm is exposed. So
yeah, stonewalled him.
There it is, Ray again, comfortably doing whatever he wants. Slip, and then
Yeah, he's
go
running a
off
class
the
on the guy at this time. Now he's folding his hand back and showing off a little.
Oh, Ray wanting the underhand, intentional slip, but it's like, Ray, don't get the win on a slip. Let's just pit him.
Yeah, look at that. You can see outside of straps, off the go. Ray, very stoic, just stayed at center, supinated, forced the hook, didn't look panicked at all. It's all in his court now. Very curious, actually, how he lost those first 3 rounds. I'd like to know what was going on with his head, to be honest. It wasn't. He looked a little frazzled, didn't he? But he's steadied himself.
Yeah, I think the no chalk played into a factor, even though he's quite professional. I think, yeah, just not getting the setup that he wanted and didn't really get inside and I think he was just overwhelmed by how strong Mazahir actually was to begin with. That third pin, once Ray caught him, he didn't realize Mazahir had a second hit and he top rolled him and pinned. So this will, yeah.
All right, here we go.
But yeah, Mazahir has just done
Final round, this one here.
Every round. This is how I feel Larry Wheels is going to pull. So Mazahir had something that went well, but he hasn't changed what's going on. He's doing the exact same thing every time. So Ray just knows to lean on his bicep and get him. Ray will just dive inside, bang! And he's hit him there, and it's all over. So we've got a running foul.
Was there a running foul? A running foul on Mazahir. There you go.
Running foul on Mazahir. He's still not sure what's going on yet.
Ray's just toying with him. Ray's toying. There it is. The match is done.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if he's called a running foul. I'm not sure if they're going again. Yeah. So what are they going?
Ray's going to have to do it again, but look at it. Yeah. He's looking a little frustrated now, Ray. Clearly he's...
But he's not even leaving the table. He's just running a class at this point. He'll stay up there all day.
Yeah.
So my understanding it was 2 fouls. The down ref's called another foul. I think he's called a foul on Coach Ray.
Oh, my God. The Michael and Devin match is going to take 4 days if they're going to call fouls like this.
Whoa, we've got chalk, ladies and gentlemen. We have chalk. We're 15 minutes too late to have chalk.
No more practicing. Now let's start the match for real.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ryan Blue Bowen channel. I am the Aussie Armwrestler, joined by Todd Zilla, and we're starting the event now. This is magnificent.
So much for the warm-up. Wait, did anybody even use chalk?
Nah.
Well. You sure you saw that chalk then, Ray? I didn't see it. But they're back in the strap. Ray's having to do this again. He's already won the match, but he's been told he's on a runner.
Well, they both. Mazahir was called early, and then bottom ref called the the foul on Ray. So I think they both had a foul. So I would have
I'm watching the
thought
match
that's
live,
it.
right? And I'm on TV with 2 Australians.
You got your co-workers wondering what the hell's going on there, Todd?
This is my coworker Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, how are you?
Imagine what you find in the river these days.
Just come out of the swamp. Very good.
So until now, everybody thought I was home, but now they see my coworker here.
Yeah. Ray's just holding him in. Ray's on the inside. Leading.
It is, yeah. Ray looking completely in control, as we expected. He's just making sure that elbow stays down. Mazahir opening right up, trying desperately to look at, but Ray just, as Todd said, putting on a lesson there, very casually.
Oh, that's good.
Taking the win 4-2.
Well, in a 6-round super match, I think Ray won 9-2.
So now we've got, I don't know how long between matches it's going to be, but this is where it starts to get interesting. We got Big Larry and Schoolboy
we've had
up next.
42 starts and the score is 3-2.
So they're not. Yeah, because Mazahir, he does a big jump there, but he's been pinned. So is it a restart if you
Don't
think?
make him do it again, surely.
So Raymond's going to win 10-2.
Yeah, like I said, this is going to be a nightmare with Michael and Devin.
They're not even going to start till tomorrow because this is going to go forever.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I'm quite lucky, Todd, because I'm in a 7-day lockdown, so I can sit here for 7 days straight with no repercussions the way this is going. People will be confused. Those in the chat, who's the other commentator? It's Big Swole. He's a strongman commentator.
Big Swole, eh?
All
right, here we go. Looking to finish the match once again.
At least
Ray
we're
against
getting our
Mazahir.
money's worth.
Yeah, the pay-per-view. I think someone quoted Ray before. People pay for pay-per-view. They won 12 rounds, not 6, clearly. But here we go. This one
Something
surely.
different. See, now they're out of straps. Mazahir needs to try something different. His plan A hasn't worked.
No, he's gassed. He's gassed at the end of the day. Mazahir, I don't think there's anything he can do. He can't top roll anymore. Ray was where Ray was struggling those early rounds. It's not happening anymore. The conditioning of Ray has come through because I think this is Mazahir's first year in the sport or something. So,
and he's already the UAE champ.
Oh, there we go. Something different.
Yeah,
but
at least he'll come in and learn from this and realize endurance and things like that. Because, he's, 30 pounds heavier, 35 pounds heavier. But, you're right, Ryan. He has cut.
I'll tell you right now.
Early.
I'll tell you right now that I wish I was in Dubai and I was in Mazahir's position. I'd be smacking Coach Ray right now.
Ooh.
That would have been much more fun.
Would have been good if there was a 5 card. Like I wish Todd was on this card with Zolev.
Todd, let's talk about the Zolev match. Given that this match is a formality right now, how are you feeling in that lead up, Todd?
I feel good. I'm on keto because I gotta, because as an established super heavyweight, I now have to cut weight again. So
are you going to do a big water? Are you going to do a big water cut for the Wayne, or are you going to try to come in at that weight?
No, because I'm not going to get there too early. Yeah, I'll be about that weight. Like I said, I've been on keto now for a week or so, and I haven't lost any. I mean, I still set a PR the other day, so I still feel strong.
Nice.
And to fly, I'm not getting there early enough to do a big cut.
There it is.
There we go. Coach Ray's no hesitation on that one. Just put him to death.
The only thing Mazahir did different in that last one, and it was 17 rounds too late, was start further on the right-hand side of the table to load up. But, great win by Coach Ray, especially after getting that start, that horrible start. And that's what a professional does. And I just, The way Mazahir pulled is exactly how Larry Wheels is going to pull, unfortunately. I just think he's going to stick with his plan, so it'll be interesting. But
Yeah, we got the ring girl walking past with another round board up. Like it? Surely not.
Devin.
What? No, that wasn't. Mazahir doesn't win on running fouls. What? Oh, what is?
Oh my goodness, it's still going.
How did Mazahir win that round?
Mazahir won that last round.
So I think they've called running fouls on Coach Ray. At the moment, I've got Ray 12.
Ray's up 18-2 right now, but we're 3-all.
What? Yeah, this okay. Going into round 19. This is unbelievable. But always love hearing. Oh, chalk.
Actual chalk?
Nah, spray thing. He's cooked.
Oh, it's a spray. Oh, okay.
I think Ray just needs to stonewall him and just slowly guide him down so the bottom ref doesn't call fouls. Yeah, Ray had a game plan. It's worked. Once he got him in the straps, this one will go to. I reckon Ray will catch him, so it doesn't go to straps.
I think Ray will do it real quickly. He just wants to see the next match like we all do. There it is.
So just slip now. Yeah, don't get a running.
Ray doesn't want the strap. It's going to the strap.
Yeah, but he had to slip because if he tried the pin, the bottom ref would have pinged him.
Mozzie here slipping. The blue strap will be completely different.
You think that's going to tip the scales?
I think so. I'll tell you what, say what you want about Devin. He did affect arm wrestling by changing the way everybody applies the strap now.
Yeah. Except Travis. Travis still uses the old one, and Michael Todd still uses it. They're always hustle strapping.
Yeah.
Jeez,
actually talking about you and Michael Todd, that training session that you did with him, for me, I know it was training, but it was the first time I've ever seen someone force Michael into a hook when he was trying the King's move. I'd never seen that ever.
I basically just showed Devin how to put Michael Todd in the hook, didn't I?
Yeah. It was cool to see. I think you might be the only person in the history of the sport to do it. So.
Well, we now have a 300-pound Devin. Hopefully he tries.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if we see Devin King's moving, to be honest. I think that we're going to see him fundamentally, standing up and coming forward. So
there'll be, in the first 2 rounds, there'll be no King's move, or they'll fake the first round and troll everyone by doing a double King's move.
No, well, they said in the rules they said they're actually going, and Michael agreed that they're going to call fouls on the humerus angle. So if the shoulder goes lower than the elbow, and you're in anywhere from the neutral position towards the losing position, then they'll call the fouls. So it'll be very interesting to see if Bill Collins actually follows through with that and how that affects the match. All right, we're about to start in round 28.
Look at the response of this match when it's been called a whole heap of fouls,
It's boring. It gets boring quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, like we all know Ray's won 18-2. Mazahir's been great, but yeah.
All right, for people wanting to know the score, it is currently 3-3 officially with Ray and Mazahir. There's been a whole lot of running fouls. Mazahir took the first 3 rounds, it appeared, and then Ray has fought back and got control since then. But
call it, yes, there it is. Ray wins 19-2. Ready, bang! Ray just getting over the line there, ladies and gentlemen, with a 19-2 win over Mazahir. Fantastic effort, but Yes, when you're down 17, that's always going to struggle.
Oh my goodness. All right. Hopefully there's not much in between this match and the next match. We want to see it straight away.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, you don't want to see an hour's worth of interviews?
No.
I'm all for
Oh
a
my
high
goodness.
package, but yeah, 5-10 minutes at the most. I've got a mate in a chat. He does sound professionally. My friend Tom Day, and he is cringing at the moment. Apparently, the audio for this stream isn't not the YouTube stream. The Court Sports is just it's just
Dodgy.
not coming across well. And yeah, Tommy Day, if you're in the chat, mate, I see you popping up in Messenger. But yeah, he's getting real angry. Because that's his job. He's a sound guy for TV over here.
And sound is important, isn't it? Like, I think it's actually more important than the visual half the time. But
well, you know, because if you think of, I mean, they're so lucky to have Neil Pickup, mate. You know, you could be shopping and he'd make that sound interesting. You know, whoa, and he's come in and he's taking the baked beans off the shelf. But if you're not getting Neil a very good stream, then yeah.
Look at that. They're running some pretty slick looking ads here. There we go. Done their homework.
What I like about when you hear the audio is you're not guessing as to why are we having 19 starts for a 7. You know what the fouls were and who got called and everything else, as opposed to us thinking that it was over 2 matches ago.
Well, the person that was controlling the scoreboard clearly didn't know what was going on either, though. So that was changing as often as anything else. But
I just got thrown off when the ring girl came across and it was round 7 straight away. So I got thrown off there, you know.
So talking about you and Zaloyev again. Zaloyev looks like he's evolved, that he's got more of a top roll now than he had last time you faced him.
He's got a top roll. He doesn't bring it out too often, but he brings it out when it counts.
Yeah. Are you expecting
I
the
got
top
a
roll?
whole Zoloff playlist on my YouTube channel, and I go, what? He top rolled 2 top level people. You know?
Yeah, nice. So are you expecting that to be the weapon that he chooses against you, or are you expecting him to come in?
When they interviewed us, Coach Ray asked us both that question, and Zoloff said that if inside's not working, he's definitely going to do a top roll. And I said, well, I'm definitely running away every single match. So.
I've got you winning 6-0, Todd.
Ooh,
I did a predictions video with Uncle John not that long ago, and I went Todd wins and Todd wins easy.
Oh, well, that's nice. Thank you.
Don't make me look stupid.
Yeah, well, Zoloyev, I think, is in probably the peak form of his life when it comes to age, and I think he was the last man to defeat Sasho quite convincingly in the WAF, I think it was, and so I think he's in probably the best form he's been in. So it'll be interesting to see how it unfolds. I think you guys are essentially the main event, but what is it? June 12th? June 12th, Todd?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, and COVID requirements for you to go to Poland and come back? Do you have to do quarantines anywhere, or are you good?
I got to look them up. I think I have to have a negative test. I'm not exactly sure. I saw a snippet or something, and then there's a message thread that tells us what we got to do, but I haven't really researched it yet. So
Yeah.
I'm fully vaccinated. First, I think I had COVID, but I got all my vaccinations in, but
Yeah.
I think I still got to go get a COVID test before I go.
Yeah, Roger.
Yeah.
All right, what's Neil saying? We got any word? Is Neil
No,
let us know
all
how far this matchup is? Larry Wheels v Schoolboy. Which way from center is this match going to go? Is it going to? I think that it's going to initiate. I think round 1, Larry's going to move it about this far, and then he's either going to lose his wrist and it's going to quickly disappear, or he'll get control, but he won't know how to pin because Schoolboy's going to have an efficient defensive top roll. That's how I see this.
I just see Schoolboy taking control. I as I said earlier, I seen taking it as much like the way Mazahir pulled. You know, he's got this game plan. He's been coached, and everyone's been helping Larry out. So I just see it. I see him just going with that game plan and not sure how to adjust. And early on, I've always said it early on. I tried jumping in on the fix it and telling everyone it's how Larry reacts in a panic mode. I mean, you can give me, you know, I've spoken both to you a few times, and you can give me all the knowledge in the world, and that's fantastic and very grateful. But as soon as I come into a losing position, it's how I react. It's, you know, the old cliche fight or flight. Do I panic and things like that? And that will be the big thing for Larry. He will be in a losing position. That's without a doubt.
Well, the big question that's kind of the nervous elephant in the room is Larry going to keep himself safe? Or what is the risk level of Larry breaking his arm in this match?
No, see, Larry's got a franchise. Larry's got a business to go. So he won't break his arm. Larry's pulled enough, and everyone's got to look after him. Plus, Schoolboy, you know, they have a great relationship and a rivalry, so to speak. And Schoolboy won't put him in a horrible position. The only way Larry breaks his arm, which I don't think will happen, is if Schoolboy flashes him. Which
I feel like Larry, this is a dangerous moment for Larry because there's something on the line here. This is a real match. There's real money on the line. He's going to give it everything he's got. And now when you do that, you commit. And if Larry's competitive nature commits and he loses his hand and wrist and he sticks there, it can really come out quickly. Like,
yeah. Here
we go.
Super Schoolboy.
6'5", 274 pounds, 18-inch biceps, 15-inch forearms, 8.2-inch hand, 8.25-inch wrist, and a 24-inch head.
I think 24-inch head. I think people forget that Schoolboy's 6'1". He's a large guy.
What was that, Todd? You dropped out. Well, he's actually looking pretty thick, isn't he?
Yeah,
they measured his head.
Belly
His
on
head
him.
was 24.
24 inches, yeah. Well, they said he had an 8.25-inch wrist. I thought his wrist would have been thicker than that. I got 8.75 on my wrist. So that's nice to know.
Schoolboy looks like whenever I used to play video games and you'd go to make a character and it would give you a generic character. That's what Schoolboy looks like before you create your own character.
Here we go, Larry Wheels. Let's see if he brings some energy when he comes out.
Yeah, it's a shame that don't have a big crowd there. He's got the double forearm pose. What a gem. Good on him.
6'1", 266 pounds, 20.5-inch biceps, 17-inch forearms, an 8-inch hand, an 8-inch wrist, and a 23.75-inch head.
Why is a head measurement a factor?
That's got to be Devin Larratt's influence. He's been talking about head gains for months.
Yeah, here he comes. Come on, Larry.
He looks the part, doesn't he? Look at him.
Yeah, he forgot to work on his calves, but that's okay. So good that a YouTube celebrity really wants to get involved in this sport. You know, between the two of these guys, you know, over 2.5 million subscribers. It's only, it's fantastic. But yeah,
I'm genuinely nervous here. I have to admit it. I'm genuinely nervous for Larry, like in a safety sense. I genuinely am.
Nah, I'm not. I think, you know, Schoolboy, when he gets in control and things like that, I think he'll be fine. This is fantastic. And while this is setting up, all you in the chat, head over to Aussie Armwrestler, hit that subscribe button, be a
Please do. Yes, of course. Please do.
legend, whatever, if you want.
Here we go.
Shaggy plug. No, this is so good. Yeah, it's good that they're letting him fight for the grip because, yeah, that's the difference.
The length
Schoolboy will know where to put his hand. He'll know how to read the hand. I don't think it takes time to learn to read hand. I do like how Larry's loaded up. He's very connected. He's very close.
Yeah, you can see he's he's leaning forward with his shoulder carving him, but also maintaining a back pressure as well. I think he's going to look to slip. Oh, there's a flash pin from Schoolboy straight first round. There we go. It's over.
So that's what I mean. Like Schoolboy and this is why I don't think Larry will get injured. Schoolboy had him in control and then made sure.
Well, Larry, I was thankful then that Larry didn't commit supinated. He stayed in a linear shape. So he was protected when he got pinned. But for me, round one, interesting there. Now round two, it's going to come to the point where he's going to say, all right, I felt it now. He might try to be stronger now. He's going to commit harder and let's see what happens. I think he tried to get a bit of a slip there and Schoolboy's hand control was just too much. So
yeah, I think people now that they're watching him side by side have just realised like Schoolboy's no slouch, like 6'5" and being able to take that hand control, been arm wrestling since he come out. I think he pinned his placenta when he was born. Like that's how long he's been arm wrestling for. So it's
Schoolboy looks relaxed. You see anything? You see anything there, Todd?
Thinking it was another result, then
that's what I thought. I think everybody coached Larry to try to hook Schoolboy, and you're not hooking a top roller that tall. I mean, maybe in the straps, but you're certainly not going to do it outside the straps.
So he's getting sorted. Fingers closed. Ready, bang! Into the straps.
Okay.
I'm going to get this. There we go. The straps are on.
See, Larry adjusted quicker than Coach Ray did. Larry made an adjustment before Coach Ray did.
Here we go. So in the strap, this is definitely
3 of those before he changed the recipe.
This is definitely going to increase the chances for Larry Wheels, and of course, what Larry is looking to do, YouTube, if you're wondering, he just needs to bend that wrist or get the finger containment down to prevent the pronation of Schoolboy getting away. If the pronation stays where it starts, then we've got a chance for Larry to do something. But Schoolboy looking incredibly relaxed. You can see the look on his face is just chilled. He's in control, and we got a $20 super chat from You Betcha. You Betcha. He didn't say anything. He just sent us $20. So thank you, You Betcha. Here we go. In the strap again, you can see the setup there from lots of pronation is loaded from Schoolboy. Good height. You can see Larry kind of chasing. I think this is going to be very comfortable for Schoolboy from what I'm seeing here.
And Schoolboy did not cut the sleeves off his T-shirt.
Yeah, see? That's what I mean. It's this position here. Larry doesn't know what to do, unfortunately.
Careful, Larry. Careful, Larry.
Yeah.
Careful, Larry. Oh, shit. Oh.
In that position, that was a thing I've been screaming about for months, that underarm beaten in the hand position. He stayed more connected than Mazahir did. But, yeah, he just doesn't know what to do here. Like, he's got the strength to hold on, but he just doesn't know where to go, especially in the strap. So,
yeah. What I'm glad, again, to see is that Larry is borderline. He's keeping himself safe. When he's compromised, he's turning, because that position that he was in right there, I've seen multiple broke arms from new guys in that position. Strong new guy had their pronation caved. They're in the strap. They're holding on, and then they're not ready for the side pressure from their opponent's surge, and the snap happens. But Larry is pivoting and opening up, keeping himself safe. So that was the most nervous moment for me. Then I'm looking at that, squinting, going, "Oh no, here we go."
Yeah. Oh, but no,
that would be so bad. All right.
I think it'll be safe. And now that Schoolboy's got a lead, I think the more Schoolboy has a lead, the safer it becomes for Larry Wheels.
Yeah, as Larry gets
Schoolboy
tired,
knows he's got it.
Yeah,
yeah, and Schoolboy will just be able to guide him to the pin pad. And it just doesn't look like Larry's getting a pin. I just don't see.
No, it's not happening now. No way, unless Schoolboy donates one.
Yeah. Schoolboy just straight away you can see Larry.
You mean like if Schoolboy and Larry decided to split the money?
There you go.
I'm more worried about Devin and Michael agreeing to split the money. You're going to see Rustum pull Russ Law.
Yeah. Todd, what are your thoughts on Schoolboy? You've gripped him in a practice sense or after pulling sense. How do you see his potential in the sport?
Schoolboys?
Yeah, Schoolboys.
Oh, he's got a classic Travis Matt Mask style top roll. He feels like those guys, very tall. He's got that pronation, but I don't think, he's not where Matt Mask is. I think Matt Mask could run through him pretty easily, but he's got the potential to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of masks, why is Larry Wheels wearing his? Well, come on now.
He probably endorsed that brand of masks.
Personal record mask. Looks like a pound for pound mask, I think, Todd.
Really? I got the original mask they gave me on the first day of COVID. It's still in my pocket.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I just don't know how Larry can contain this if he's not going to come outside. Obviously, Schoolboy just goes straight for the top roll. Yeah.
Nobody coached Larry. If Larry needs to show his palm towards Schoolboy, that will let Schoolboy still pronate, but not pull Larry's knuckles under or his hand under. And then it can be a match between your shoulders and your elbows. Then we'll see who's stronger. And that match, Larry would probably win. But as long as Larry keeps trying to supinate or pronate, Schoolboy's going to keep opening him up. Larry just needs to force his palm towards Schoolboy's face.
Here we go.
It does look like he's using an alternative grip there. He's not looking
something
for
different, and I don't mind that.
Yeah, he's not looking for the supination.
Well, he's just been called a foul for that.
In terms
Bill's
of
not going to call too many fouls on the host of the event.
Yeah, in terms of the position of his hand, you can see his wrist is dumped, and he's almost kicked his wrist back. So it's like I don't.
Wow, Schoolboy, you don't turn up to someone's house and put your shoes on the couch. You do not flash pin the host, the guy that is giving you money.
That was that was Larry looking for something
That's
different.
Walking into the house and not even knocking on the door. Come on.
Wow, that was brutal. Well, I think that was genuinely Schoolboy being unsure what Larry was going to attempt to do off the go then. Larry's setup was a little bit different. He wasn't the same that he did in the first two rounds. He dropped his wrist a bit. He kicked his wrist back. It was like he was considering even a flop press, and Schoolboy just was like, yeah, no, don't try to flop press this. Here we go, flash.
And I think, and it's a shame now because with Schoolboy, because of his social media presence, he's not going to take on.
You guys got weird audio going on right now?
Yeah, I can't hear Todd.
Worried.
Mm-hmm. Todd coming through with the robot voice.
Yeah, every once in a while you guys cut. Right now you're both frozen.
Okay. I can hear you, Jake, and Todd, you're glitchy. But it's done and dusted here. I think Schoolboy from here will hold and just gently let Larry try everything.
Yeah, but he's can't flash finish. Yeah, this is where Schoolboy will just experiment and just try and show everyone his range, the way that he'll come in on this one. Yeah, I don't think he's too worried about it now. You watch the fingers will close. I don't even know why the bottom ref is doing anything. Ready, bang! Yeah, just hits it easy, trying to slip. So now if he's won it there, I don't know if they'll pull the next two rounds.
Yeah.
But if I was Schoolboy now, you're winning 4-0. Just tell Larry, how do you want to pull?
Well, straight away, what does this mean for Larry? That's going to be the talking point in the question. That a lot of people have had a lot of hope in Larry and a lot of potential seen in there. He's obviously committed to the sport. How does Larry walk away from this?
I think Larry walks away fine. Larry's got $1 million empire. He knows exactly what he's doing. And if Larry Wheels is pulling anyone, we're all going to watch it. We all want to see progression and things like that. This is the YouTube championship of the world. So it's
and Todd, question for you, Todd. Larry has expressed that he wants to be the number one overall arm wrestler in North America. With that comment and the context of this match, what do you see Larry's pathway shaping like?
Larry will never be the overall arm wrestler in North America.
You don't think? What if he's committed for 10 years, sort of thing? Like that's the kind of minimum time frame, isn't it, to climb that mountain?
Yeah, I mean, how old is he?
He's
In his 30s?
27 or something like that.
I suppose. I think he needs to pick a bigger goal than to be the overall number one arm wrestler in North America. But the best arm wrestlers in North America, you're counting Michael Todd and Devin, right?
Yeah.
And they both 5'4" world champs. So it's like saying I want to be the world's greatest arm wrestler.
Mm.
You know?
Well, that's the thing. I guess
struggling with a national level arm wrestler. So
yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of. Of course you can do it, especially at 28. But I think he goes, you know what? Maybe I'd rather be a boxer or something.
And you got a $10 super chat from you, Betcha. It says, Blue, Toddzilla, and AA is like being in the same room with good friends and 00 agents.
Good man. Thank you. Thanks for picking up on that one, Jake. I missed it.
Yeah, main event will be of biblical proportions. Thanks, you Betcha.
Yeah, it's interesting for Larry. Well, the thing about Larry is that he has proven that he can climb to the top of other strength disciplines. He's done it in powerlifting. He's done it in here we go. Schoolboy allowing him some time and space.
Yeah, but not even don't just shake your head and say you've got him there. See, that's the huge difference there. Just there, all over.
A little bit of a sticking point at the bottom there for Schoolboy, but you can see there that the rotation is the thing that Larry is not possessing, and that's the one strength that arm wrestlers have that other strength disciplines kind of get shocked by when you're a powerlifter or when you've come from strongman. You don't realize how much that pronator and the rotation has developed in an arm wrestler, and that's the critical difference there. Alex, with the pronation, able to just do whatever he wants, essentially.
And that was always going to be the case. I wonder if, don't call the running foul. It's all over, guys. It's good on Larry Wheels. Good on Larry Wheels for taking this match. And so far, so good. He's been safe. But he's just got nothing. He's just trying to flat hand. He can't cup. He can't pronate. He tried getting in there. It's just not happening. The wheels are falling off. I love it. Good.
The wheels are falling off.
But I just hope that now Schoolboy takes on some bigger matches and not just be the YouTube champion of the world. Because he's come in and I mean,
well, at this stage it's a formality, but what we've just mentioned the what next for Larry. What about the what next for Schoolboy? He's got the internet fame. He's got the YouTube following.
If this is his avenue now, big money matches on Arm TV. Who Ryan? Who would you put Schoolboy up against next?
If I wanted a war, I think Schoolboy and Chance Shaw would be interesting.
Ooh, what about you, Todd?
Probably somebody like Chance. I mean, he's not a top level puller, so you'd have to pull. You'd have to pick somebody in the middle or lower ranks. And are we talking super heavyweights?
Yeah, supers.
Yeah.
Or are we talking like a middleweight? Because it'd be funny to see him pull like one of the shorter guys, like Daniel Mosier or somebody who's super fast, but a lot smaller.
But see there, just that underarm palm facing the sky. It was never in doubt. That was the one.
You
that
never
was
want
my
a
key
top roller to
factor.
put you there.
But they're both interesting ones. Chances on the rise at the moment. I might upset everyone in the comments, but Ryan, I think you beat Schoolboy easy.
I think Schoolboy, I haven't seen him go into a hook and perform. He really just doesn't want to end up there. And I think that I'd be able to force him in, but we'll see one day.
But there it is. That Schoolboy, that is 2 down. Now, our mouths
finally.
This is the moment we have all been waiting for. It'll be interesting to see how it all comes about. It'll be
all right. Final prediction. We're all on Michael Todd, aren't we? All of us.
Yeah.
Todd, you're
are
on
we?
Michael, aren't you? Yeah. I got 4-3 Michael for this one.
Yeah, same. But with no confidence. I mean, because every time you have a list of why Michael Todd would win, you look on the other side of the table and you're like, but it's Devon. Devon. He's just unbelievable. They're both just unbelievable. Quite enjoying the setup. I love the build that's happened throughout all this. What does everyone in the chat think? A lot of people are disagreeing, saying Schoolboy will crush chance. I'm seeing Larry will come back stronger.
I think Michael wins, but if Michael does it, I don't think it's close either way. These super matches are rarely 4-3 or even what is it, best of 7 or best of 6?
Well, yeah, it's best
super
of 6.
matches are always one guy gets 1 or 2 and the other guy just blows it away. It's rare to have a close super match. Somebody figures out the recipe and then they just dominate.
Well, that's the thing that makes Michael Todd, that I guess gives him the potential to have these long super matches is he can stick around in awkward positions even if he's not necessarily winning. He can still cause problems. So even if it is a one-sided scoreline, I don't unless Michael Todd is flash pinning Devon, which I know he's declared that he said that he wants to. I don't know. I feel like it's going to take a long time, even if it is a one-sided match. But you felt the presses from Michael. Does Michael have the ability to press Devon off the go?
No, because the more positive your height differential, the more effective your press is. So pressing me ain't testing nobody's press. If you're 6'2", pressing somebody who's 6'3" means you got a kick-ass press. Somebody, if you're 6'2" and you press somebody who's 5'11", that don't mean shit.
Yeah.
But one thing that makes that changes stuff is Michael Todd will usually give up one of the earlier matches. A lot of times Michael Todd will lose match 1 in a match that he goes on to dominate, but usually that first one wakes him up or something. So I mean, that's an opening. If Devon comes in strong, that's why I don't think, that would be the only way it's close, is Michael Todd gives up the first 2 and then comes back. So now you got a race, but I just think that whoever wins the first 2 wins the rest of them.
Yeah. The last time we saw this match in an official sense was 2018 WAL. The last time we saw them grip was in, I think it was in the garage in North Carolina, Juji Mufu's house, or whoever's house it was. 2 very different pictures were painted in both those matches. In the 2018 one, off the go, I expected Devon to establish a lead in hand control, but he didn't. Michael actually kicked Devon's wrist back, and Devon ended up flop pressing. Where we fast forward to the garage, Devon had definite hand control in that one. Who do you think's going to win the hand control off the go?
Are you asking?
Yeah, either or.
Yeah, I think Devon. Michael will look for back pressure. I'm looking for him to lean back, but then those big hands of Devon. He even looks like he's got a double chin in that photo there. Someone in the chat has asked, I'm only 4 beers down. Someone's asked in the chat. Bit slow of me, but that's okay because I'll let everyone know it's like 10 past 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I got. Here we go. So we got a super chat from Josh Smith saying Devon way too strong. Devon, of course, winning the majority of polls coming into this match. 81% on the poll that I released on my channel picked Devon. I think that was more a reflection of who people want to win. Devon being the most popular man in arm wrestling in the internet space. So, and Michael less so. But I think honestly, the reality of this match is, if we look at the history of these guys, it's always been knife edge stuff. It's not going to be an easy day. I'd be really surprised if it was an easy day for either guy.
No, it won't be unless one of them has insanely become like their training, whether it's pancakes or clean eating and training every day. I can't see it being an absolute landslide. If it is, I'm wrong, and it's been absolutely, amazing to watch. But yeah, I think Michael Todd's going to come in. He might try a press early on to hit it, but yeah, I think this will go back and forth each time. It's going to go back and forth each time. We will go to 7 rounds, 6, 7 rounds. There won't. I can't. Just for some reason, I do not see this being a blowout.
Todd, have you ever arm wrestled?
I'll bet you $1 it's a blowout. Either way, I'll bet you $1 it's a blowout.
The bet's on.
Nice.
The bet's
Nice.
on.
And to make it neutral, we can bet a Canada dollar. So it's not an American dollar and an Aussie dollar. We can bet a Canada dollar.
Very good. Very good.
Or
Todd,
Polish money. We can bet one zloty.
Todd, have you ever arm wrestled
I
fat?
think Michael dyed his beard.
Yeah, look at that. There's less gray. He's looking very wizard-like.
I think it was more brown and gray when I saw it.
Look at Devin's head. Look at Devin's head.
Devin looks like he's got diabetes.
Yeah, I've been a huge sayer of that. He has to with all that syrup.
What do you think of being fat, Todd? Have you ever deliberately eaten your way to a certain category, and how did it make you feel, if you did?
I've tried. I believe body weight increases strength. My problem with arm wrestlers doing it is most arm wrestlers don't know how to train for strength. They get fat and they still do all this high volume training. The people who know how to get strongmen competitors, power lifters, they gain a fuck ton of weight, but then they lift a fuck ton of weight. They don't lift a little weight a fuck ton of times. They lift a fuck ton of weight once. Arm wrestlers don't train like that. You can talk to them till you're blue in the face, but they all do that bodybuilding style training. They go, oh, I set a PR. Really? How much you lift? Well, I lifted 100 pounds, but I lifted it 24 times. I go, well, that don't mean shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're stronger.
Yeah, it's an interesting factor because I know for me personally.
Well, you had to get fat, Todd. You had to. WAL made you go from middleweight to super heavyweight.
I got as high as 235.
Yeah, there you go. I know the heaviest I've been is like 217 pounds. And for me, I was carrying fat on my face then, and it did feel good. I felt, relative to the guys that I'm normally balanced with, I felt amazing. So there might be something to it. I don't know. But endurance is also surely down. His cardiovascular ability is going to be reduced, you'd think.
You've got another...
If he doesn't train it,
Yeah.
Established top-level power lifters have all kinds of work capacity. They do sled work, they do wheelbarrow work, they do all, there's so even though they look like professional bowlers, I mean, the guy who coached me in South Carolina was benching 700 pounds and squatting more than that. But I mean, he'd go out and drag that sled for 30, 40 minutes to just stack some plates on it. So you can have all kinds of work capacity. Strongman competitors do a lot of that stuff. They're doing presses with a couple of 100 pounds overhead, 4 reps. So it's like 20 reps. You can't do that if you don't have any work capacity in you. But it's just arm wrestlers, generally speaking, don't take a real scientific approach to strength training.
Yeah, I get you. We got a super chat in from Devil Raper. Says, Ryan, what are your predictions? What's going on in Larry's mind right now? And also he asks, how can he get better to beat levels like Schoolboy? And says, Todd Hutchings, you should help. Answer the first component. My prediction on what's going on in Larry's head right now is it's probably just he's a bit confused and shocked and overwhelmed, and just having experienced his first genuine ready go, he's probably surprised at how out of the match he was. I don't think that he's going to be too concerned. He's in it for the long haul. I think he has truly got the bug of arm wrestling, so he'll be back. And if he hires someone like Todd to train him, I'm sure that'll help. But it's going to take a long road for me. From what Larry needs to do is tournament experience. He needs to go on and get as many legitimate starts as he possibly can. But here we go, ladies and gents. We got match 3, the main event happening.
Main event time! Ready, bang! This is so exciting.
You can see Jake Ward ready to blow a gasket there, waiting for me to finish that talk.
Just been hanging for this. The way the world has been the last 12 months, this is everything we've wanted. We got a small taste in a garage. Just get them out there, get it going. We can determine who is number 1 in the world, and a psychological. battle has just gone.
Who's gonna come out first?
Introduced first.
They're gonna
Devin
make
would have manipulated that.
Looks like Michael Todd's coming out first.
Oh, if Michael comes out first, Devin, I can't believe
and he's
that.
the champ.
Oh my goodness, they're
The
setting
champ
Michael
always
first.
comes out last.
Oh wow, man, Devin has won that game already.
That's what I mean. Like it's like his manipulation. Like it's not like personal. You know, he's not attacking his wife or anything. He's like, man, I'm Devin. You can come out first. You know, Michael looking strong. He's looking very good. But
He's got chalk.
Oh yeah, there's no way this match would have started without chalk. They never would have let it happen.
270. That's a small Michael.
They come in. I find the head.
The head 24
It's
inches.
just fit and strong.
Which Devin's come out. Devin will have reported his head falsely. He'll have added an inch or something. He'll come out with a 27-inch head.
Yeah, and
Josh Smith with the super chat saying, "Hope your honeymoon is going well. Good luck to Devin. He'll win. Thank you very much, Josh Smith. Here comes Devin Larratt.
like he's got the smoke machine and everything." The red carpet. Oh, this is why we love Devin. He's going to take his time. He's going to take forever. He's going to make Michael Todd wait. This is unbelievable. Oh, look at this.
Here he comes.
Oh,
Look at the silhouette.
he knows exactly what he's doing. This is unbelievable. But, geez, it's so exciting to see these two on the table. I mean, 2018 was a long time ago. We've all watched their journey together, which has been amazing. We're looking forward to them two gripping up and hitting on the table. Whether it goes to 7, 4-3, can someone win it early? Of course he has a bigger head than Michael Todd. I wish I kept Michael Todd's.
Not much.
No, but it just has to be that little bit better, Todd. That's all it is. Cool, you got 24-inch head. Well, I got a 24.5-inch head, and I'm bald as well. So this is amazing. Mind games
who
there.
did Devin bring in his posse over there?
Slapping the hand away. Wow, yeah, look at that. Here we go.
This is where the mind games have already started. Like Devin even saying that he's not friends with Michael Todd. This is just great stuff. Can't believe they're not going into a strap straight away. That's where they both want it.
Who's Devin got in his corner? Does anybody know? Who'd he bring there with him?
Oh, you can see there his wife. I love
Here we go.
I love how smart.
So
Jody
straight
is.
to the straps.
I love how smart Jody is. She knows exactly where the camera is. You didn't see any other coaches. She's plonked there. Good on her.
So Bill Collins getting straight under the skin of Devin Larratt there. I think they called Devin going early on that one. Devin saying, "How on earth can that happen? I stayed dead center. Nothing possibly could have been a foul with that." But you could see straight away that Devin rising back pressure. There was no real movement. He just stayed rock solid in the center. And Michael Todd dropping his body, dropping his wrist, looking for that slip. But they're going again outside of straps. And I think that's part of the game plan for Devin. He wants to fatigue Michael as much as he can right from the get-go.
Here we go. Put their fingers together, Bill Collins. Where are they hitting? Ready, bang! Ho-ho! There we go. The strap is there.
Yeah.
I would hate to be Bill Collins right now. He's probably got the worst job in the world right now, but they're going straight to the strap, which is fantastic. I like it. I don't know why they're starting outside of the strap. Nothing's happening, but watch. This is where the mind games start, the manipulation.
And you can see straight away after that the Michael Todd launching up into the face of Devin Larratt and the big scream in his face. Devin Larratt not moving an inch forwards or backwards, staying exactly. You see him talking to Michael Todd. I can't quite pick up what he's saying, but you can see he's got a look in his eye, Devin Larratt, that I think he means business. This is interesting. This is interesting.
I mean, they both do. It's a huge payday for the both of them.
Look at the grip. Have a look at the grip of Devin Larratt there. Sorry to interrupt. You can see the way that he's actually really slightly. He's taking that Todd Hutchings approach. We might see him attempt to force a hook here, Todd.
I really thought there'd be like a double Kings move I really thought they were going to troll everyone, but
You
obviously
can't do that without the strap anyways. If you're going to get a double Kings move, it's going to be in the strap.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because you can't hold on. You can't,
Yeah.
whether you're applying or defending it, you can't hold on without the strap.
Oh, this is so good. Christmas has come early.
And it's the orange strap, not the blue strap.
Yeah, love one.
This is our third color strap for the night. This is
Probably the colors in the Dubai flag.
Here we go.
We're
Jake,
on now. So Bill's
you've
just
got that. You've got that 4-second head start on me again. Tell me when it's
really?
on. Yeah.
All right, I won't. As much as I'd love to commentate this match, I won't.
No, you're right. You're right.
But it's good though. Like none of them have spoken to Bill. Nah, false start. It's little things like that.
So there, Devin Larratt following through with that after. Oh, Michael Todd starting to get technical, saying there's 2 fouls.
Yeah, but
Michael is someone, from what we saw when he pulled Jerry, Michael is someone who will hold you to the letter of the law and say, no, you fouled, it's over.
Well, speaking to Mike about that, he was just like, he was gassed, he was injured, he was sore. He technically had won. It was a good payday. He needed that. I think it may be a little bit different now because he's got all this YouTube money. Everything's coming in.
Tim Pipe sending us $5. Thank you, Tim Pipe. You're the man. Thank you for joining us on this live stream.
Good guy, Timmy. But yeah, I'm actually quite fascinated as the strap is going on. And Michael Todd's chatting a little bit, but early on, especially in the first hit out with the false start, they're not really saying much. They're not arguing, but now they're really getting into it. I think Michael's trying to initiate it to get Devin going, so we're all comfortable. But Devin playing the mind games is not saying anything. It's unbelievable that he's
smiling. I mean, this
even
is the happiest
questioning
Michael
at the
Todd I've
moment.
ever seen.
Devin really trying to rise. Devin's webbing looks higher. I think he's going to take this first round here. Loaded up. He's coming outside. Bang! Huge control there. Hitting on the outside. Devin trying to hit those fingers as Michael comes down. This is unbelievable. They're stuck in the middle, just playing mind games. Michael actually looks in quite control, even though he doesn't have hand position in this one. Devin getting body across. There it is. Yeah, Devin looked in control from the first hit out.
Wow. That was really simple.
Yeah, side pressure. I thought Devin's webbing. I thought his hand was higher, so I knew he was going to hit from the underneath his thumb and hit that outside. That's how he got hand control. Held the hand control easy, and Michael Todd's looking.
That for me was total dominance in a fundamental.
I know he'll adjust and go where he wants to go, but
the back pressure was there. The pronation was solid, and center tables remained there. When Michael Todd went down to his King's move, most importantly, his pronation stayed where it began. There was never any activation or really success in the pronation sense. And so it was simply a case then of Devin Larratt waiting and holding, feeling that fatigue start to happen in Michael Todd. And then as soon as that door was there, just added side pressure very simply. So that was incredibly dominant fundamental arm wrestling from Devin Larratt there. And
absolutely. And look, even the way the strap's set up, Devin's getting his hand straight in position, getting the advantage. Michael Todd, I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He needs to fight.
How come they didn't switch sides on the table? What's going on here?
Does that mean there's a running foul that we didn't? Yeah, they've gone back to 0-0.
Look at that. The score went back to 0-0.
Okay, so we don't have any score board yet.
Well, I was going to say, because Michael Todd didn't look like he got beat. You know what I'm saying? He was still smiling, and usually when he loses, and he always gives up an early one, but he usually displays. So
he may have,
up, you know?
Yeah. He may have heard that Devin went onto the runner and just laid it down. Thought, no, I'm not going to fight from there.
Devin's hitting back pressure here. Yeah, back pressure all the way.
Here we go.
Can he hold on?
Yeah, so Michael Todd there looking. He's got the pronation on, and Devin Larratt's wrist is kinked back slightly, but this is a similar position. You can see Devin Larratt gaining pronation back again, and the repeated hits as he comes forward. He's looking for the wrist deflection, committing to the press there. Devin looking amazing. He's talking to Michael Todd. Going through it. Michael Todd's defense is still standing up. it's close, but the Pro Nation is going to probably finish this with a can
Michael
opener.
Todd don't look worried. Michael
No,
Todd
think
does
so?
not look worried on this first match.
Oh,
No, he's on a
man.
few running fouls here, so Michael needs the pin, but his defense is unbelievable to be able to hold on.
No way. Devon's got this so comfortably,
Yeah.
I think. This is done. He's talking to the crowd. Yeah, look at it. Devon is going to win this 6-0.
The way it's been set up, what I'm getting, I'm not sure if it's the angle or anything, but Devon's hand looks way higher on the setup, and so that's why I'm always calling back pressure, and he's holding him. He's hitting that back pressure because I think his hand's so much higher on the start, and he's able to hit and take it.
That fundamental difference in the height, that comes with strength. When you grip someone who's stronger than you, you can't match them. They just win the back pressure. The static threat is too good, and so I this looks like a runaway from what I'm seeing. I think 6-0 Devon right now from what we've just seen. I don't see him losing. Michael to me didn't even get a foot in the door of making Devon have to really work. He can't put Devon into that red line zone from what I'm seeing. Is there anything left, Todd? You said
he won the front end of that match, but I mean, Devon dug his arm out from a losing position. I mean, Michael Todd had the start of that. Remember, Devon came back from over here and fought back well and maintained it. But from the start, it was on Michael Todd's side, and Michael Todd was low, and Devon was able to stand up and dig that arm out, which is pretty impressive.
So where does Michael go from here? Where does he try to attack? So even there, look at Devon's thumb. He's webbing so much higher, and that's why he's getting that back pressure. Michael needs to come in and fight for it. I don't know if he's worried about the mental game. He needs to get that hand higher.
I think right now they're talking to each other. I think Devon's almost tempting Michael to try to press him. He's probably saying, "Do it, try it. Let's see if you can get it," because you can see Michael's got that slightly lower grip. They've gone to the strap now. The time's gone out, but I think you're going to see the same again. I don't think Michael's ready to pull the trigger on initiating with a press yet. He's going to try to King's move once again. Devon Larratt will contain and control.
And I keep banging on about it, but if they go back to that side view, Michael's hand is so much lower than Devon's hand.
It does. It looks lower to me as well.
Yeah, he's just, look at that. Yeah, I just don't think he's getting the fair go. He needs, and at least fight for it. At least come up a bit, Devon already curling in. His hand should be straight. He's getting it there. Michael needs to get his hand higher. If I don't think the King's move he's got to rely on. Devon's just got to get that back pressure in this next round again. He's going to go that same route. I just can't see it going a different way.
I've just sent the update to John Brzenk, who's still at work. He hasn't got the stream, but
oh, Johnny boy,
good. He needs to concentrate on fixing those airplanes
that are going
You
nowhere.
can watch this tomorrow.
Oh, we got a super chat from Jacques Van Zyl with 70 ZAR. Thank you. I don't know how much a ZAR's worth, but 70 is a lot, so thank you. He says Michael still looks so calm and giddy there. Something he is hiding, or just had an epiphany about what is about to take place. I'm leaning towards the epiphany. I saw the look in Todd's eyes, and to me it was like,
Whoa.
He knew. I think he knows it's over. I think he knows it's done.
There you go. Good call. Yeah, like Devon
Michael
getting on top here.
I got a foul on Michael.
Yeah.
Foul on Michael. You could see the shape of the offense from Michael was not offensive. It was defensive initiation. He is not dropping like he usually would. He's waiting for Devon to go for it to give himself a better chance of fatiguing the hand of Devon. But you can see Devon is in so much control.
Wow.
There it is. Wow, he is strong. Devon Larratt. Okay, fat Devon is the strongest Devon.
Control.
I think this might be I think this has to be the strongest Devon that's ever walked the planet, what we're seeing here.
It is. It's looking unbelievable. That was just pure control over arguably the number one in the world. Just.
Well, no, he's not anymore. You can't claim it anymore. No way. Michael can't claim number one in the world based on this.
I'm saying when, Devon, before the match started, Michael Todd was arguably the number one in the world, but Devon just really taking over. Just that, it's just the way he's coming in, he's just getting every single bit of advantage. And Michael looks a bit phased now. There's no bleeding out. There's no stamina. Devin's having a Coke. Most people have water. He's having a Coke, no sugar. You know what? I hope what Devin does in like round 4 or 5, if he's taking control, I hope he has some pancakes. But yeah, this is just unbelievable. He's coming in, getting position in the hand. I'm.
There we go.
I know I might be copping it in the comments. I still think he's getting his hand higher. Like that view there.
That is something that Michael Todd.
Hand.
That is something that Michael Todd does a lot. I remember Coach Ray was talking about it in the way that Michael straps. He doesn't. Weirdly, Michael doesn't strap high, but there's method to his madness in that's where he's developed his King's move from. And you would think that if he fought for height, that it would help him. But Michael opts to take that low grip for his strap setup time and time again.
Yeah, that's I understand that, but you're going against Devin. Like Devin will get any sort of millimeter he can get and really expose that. And I feel that's a huge factor in this one. Michael needs to pull something out. He won't come in for a press. I think that whole press scenario has gone now.
From what I'm seeing here, Michael is already gassed in the critical strength that he needed to win this match, which was his pronation needed to defeat the wrist flexion of Devin. Without that, he's got nothing. He's backed into a corner and he can't dig his way out of this without pronation. I think it's 6-0, and you can see the smile on Michael's face there. I think he already knows it.
Wow. Yeah. Imagine that's.
This is going to be like
and now that he's got two wins on the board, his hand just looks even.
This is going to be a 6-0, and it's going to be a 6-0, a very historic 6-0, and it's going to be even maybe more dominant than Devin was against Pushkar in that 6th round. I think Devin loves to rub it in. He's going to rub it in.
Yeah.
There's
Michael
the
just
press.
tried 2 different areas there, and he's just caught him on the ready go. Yeah, look at that.
Wow. This is phenomenal.
Look at
that. Michael
Todd,
pinning himself.
Can you send me your bank details so I can send you a Canadian dollar?
Michael pinning himself. Wow.
You did.
It's hard to arrange a super match to be close. Neil Pickup tried to do it for years, and it's hard to get a close super match.
This has just blown the world out of it. It's unbelievable off the hit. And what? Yeah, I think Ryan called it early with Michael Todd being gassed.
Well, the critical
in the third round.
The critical strength is gone. Like I said, without pronation, Mike was never without winning that pronation battle against Devin's hand. It's gone, and Michael knows it, and you can see he's not even trying to fire up. He knows it. It's just done, and he's acknowledging that by his body language. And Devin's just having a party now.
That's Did Michael Todd overtrain with all the different things? I thought Michael Todd was in phenomenal shape, but Devin just showing why he's the man at the moment.
So this match is going to go on from here, and like I said, it's very clearly going one way, and Devin's not going to let Michael get around. And we're going to start talking about Devin and Levano. Look at this. He's going to pin the King's move out of the straps now. He's trying to make a point. Devin Larratt in control. I've never seen this. If he can pin the King's move. Michael got
distracted. He got called for an elbow foul and got very distracted.
This will be impressive, though. This is showing off. This is showing off. If he is able to pin the King's move without a strap, this is amazing. Yeah. This would be like Todd Hutchings forcing a hook on Michael right here. This is never been done. This has never been done. I hope he gets it. He will not let Michael slip. This is amazing. Yes, this is his story right here. Oh my goodness.
Holding on.
Get it, Devin. Get it. No, he's going to slip. They're going to slip.
Oh, they've called the pin.
Did he get it?
Oh, bang.
Yes.
Wow. It is all
that is phenomenal.
over.
Phenomenal.
Okay, so that's it. Yeah.
Many people calling this. Wow, 4-0 so far. And Michael's conceded defeat. Wow. And I can't keep up with your chat. They just went bang. That's unbelievable.
I've never seen that. Never in the history of Michael's pulling have I seen someone being able to hold on to his king's move, control it that well out of straps.
That was impressive. That was Devin definitely had the right recipe for today.
Yeah.
Yeah, phenomenal.
I think now, with the way arm wrestling's going and the way that, the internet and things like that, I think Devin just realized he needs to solidify where he is on the mountain. He doesn't want people talking about John. He doesn't want people talking about Dennis or Andre Pushkar, Levan. I think he wanted to really make a statement here to show he's number one and number one by a mile.
This is a big statement. This is shocking in the world of arm wrestling. I didn't think that this was even possible, this level of dominance. I thought Mike was in a great amount of form. And look at this. Look at this. Devin just crushing him on every single aspect of this match. And it's speaking volumes for, as you said, who's the number one in the world now. I never would have thought I was going to be saying at the end of this match, but we're ready to see now Devin and Levan. That's the match.
Oh, he's got him for the press, babe, but he's not. Oh, he gave up on it. Oh, he gave up on it. He must have read something there.
He gave up on it because Devin's that strong. Look at that.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Devin let him hit the press and just held it.
Devin coming in and winning 5-0. It's now called 6. That's, and if you look at, back at WAL when he held Jerry Cadderet's press and held it for a very long time, that's interesting. This is just, has there been running fouls? Still 4-0. I think there was a running foul in there. But hopefully, I just really hope that, I really hope that Michael Todd continues to take big matches. Is the Levan thing off the table now? Devin just dominating. It's almost, for a man that talks all of his life, I'm almost lost for words from this absolute performance. Just unbelievable stuff here. And
this is different. This is different.
They're going left hand.
Oh, they've moved to left arm as an exhibition. I think Michael has conceded the match done on right. He said it's 5-0. I can't do a thing. And look at that. Okay, so Michael now being stonewalled left as well. He's gone into the hook, but it's not going to. Devin Larratt pulling through. Easy day. Wow.
What are your thoughts on all this, Todd?
Devin's definitely in the top 2 or 3 of the world now, right? Definitely top 2.
It's just been, blown out of proportion. And could you imagine trying to put a bet on saying, after 4 rounds, they'll go into a left-hand match? That's
nothing in arm wrestling surprises me. I was in a tournament once in, I think, Boston or someplace, and they had big time wrestlers come out in costume and in character and have a match, and they brought their own big time wrestling referee.
Let's have a listen. Sorry to interrupt. Let's have a listen to what they've got to say. I'm going to share the screen with YouTube now where the match is done, so you guys can see it. Mhm.
I love Michael Todd.
Good on you, Mike. Look at that sword. Wow.
Wow.
He's big enough to hold that sword and make it look easy too. Make it look little.
Made it look like a butter knife. Good that Larry was saying there's going to be more.
Well, there we have it.
Wow.
Well, there we have it. Michael Todd, interestingly saying that he just crushed the best version of me that there has ever been. So that's a big amount of praise there from Michael Todd. And where is Devon at now? What is his level?
So then, in a health reason, can Devon maintain this massive size, this massive weight now? Or is he just going to bulk every time he has a massive match? Like this was unbelievable. I am absolutely lost for words how he just I love Monster Michael Todd, but he crushed him. And Michael has conceded that. And that's why we love Michael Todd. But wow, I can't believe this has actually happened.
Yeah. Todd Hutchings, what do you think Devon and Levan now? That's got to be the question.
Yeah, I've never pulled Levan, so I have a real hard time, gauging that. But those are definitely the people you need that should be considering for it and should be vying for it, is those two.
Yeah, well, Devon's fundamental strength today looked just to be a league ahead of Michael's in every respect. There was never a moment really, but like you said, from the very first round, there was a touch where Devon's hand was slightly compromised, and he dug it back. But his back pressure, his side pressure, his wrist flexion, and the most significant thing being that I think it was round 4, where he took the victory by actually holding on to Michael out of straps and not allowing Michael to slip and containing fully his King's move. That was an impressive feat.
Devon ran a class on Michael Todd today, that's for sure. I mean, he made Michael Todd look like a middleweight. He owned him start to finish. Man, Michael Todd wasn't in danger of winning any of those matches.
He really did. He really did make him look small. Unbelievable. So now, who does
we're going to see later in this year, we're going to see Dave Chafee up against Levan. Now that match is going to be interesting. But I actually can't wait to see Eagle's response to this, because from what we just saw there is no way anyone in this arm wrestling world can deny that Devon is now a threat to Levan. He just is. And I'm really interested to see what Eagle has to say about this match, because he's always championed that Levan's the man and anything else is kind of just a sideshow. What we saw then was not a sideshow by any stretch. It was real, and I'm sure Levan's eyes are open. He's probably going, that's the man I would like to face, please.
If this Devon turns up for Levan, this Devon wins.
I think so too. I would back that level.
Would beat Levan.
Yeah. I think
is all your guys' stream finished?
We're still live. We've still got 1.6 thousand people watching us talk about this. We just got another super chat in from Jacques Van Zyl. It says Devon should tell Levan that he needs to beat Mike before he gets a shot at the Pancake Monster.
My Core Sports stream just finished where they were.
Oh yeah. Core Sports I've dropped off, but very, very interesting stuff. So every match tonight turned out to be super dominant, one-way traffic in one shape or another, wasn't it? Or actually, no, take it back. Coach Ray and his antics with the no chalk was one thing, but it ended up where it should have. And then Larry Wheels Good experience for him. I'm glad he stayed safe, not get injured. And then the big match, Devin. Wow.
I expected Schoolboy to dominate. Did not expect Evan to just come in and go bang and just absolutely just ran through him. He won so convincingly. They didn't have a sixth round.
They went to left, and then he did the same thing to him.
No one would have predicted that. Everyone would have predicted 6-0.
This is the version of Devin Larratt.
4-0.
This is the version of Devin Larratt we needed when he faced Saplenkov. That would have been, because it wasn't this Devin. This is a different Devin.
Wow.
Oh man, this is different Devin.
But overall, I thought it was a success. I thought it was great. You know, of course, with anything, there's things that you need to improve. You know, poor Neil, his audio didn't come across as good as he'd like, but I thought this was fantastic. Thought the event was good. I hope Larry says he's going to do more of them. I hope he does, because at the moment it appears Dubai's the only place where we can get the elite pullers to head over. So, yeah, this is fantastic. Everyone's going to tune in June 12th to see Todd Hutchings win 6-0, which I'm predicting. So this will be great.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. You got any final thoughts on this one, Todd?
No, I was surprised Devin won so convincingly. I'm not surprised that that it was a blowout, but I am surprised that Devin won it. Really, the only close match was the Coach Ray and that dude I'd never heard of, you know. So, and we got our money's worth there, because we saw, like you said, 19 matches for only paying for 7. So
yeah.
But no, it was a well put together event. I hope Larry does run some more of these. That was interesting arm wrestling.
Yeah, well, it's turned out to be the biggest event of the year by a long shot, and I think that
was fantastic.
That Larry's indicated, as you said, that he's keen to do these again. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of it, and hopefully the pay-per-view performance was adequate, that he will keep it going. But undoubtedly, the star of the night is Devin Larratt. I think the conversation's going to go on for weeks now about where is he, what next for Devin? Can he maintain this weight? Can he not die and get coronary heart disease eating that much? I don't know. It's a big if, but. And
the people who mentioned it, Devin looked like he had plenty of work capacity in there. Devin didn't look like he got tired of it. So
yeah. No, he wasn't even. He didn't even get out of second gear tonight. The fact that he did what he did in round 4 outside of the straps showed that it was not even close. There was nothing stressing him anywhere. So that's an amazing factor. So. Yeah.
Devin was never on the losing side, so he controlled it start to finish. So of course, maybe that's why he never got tired, because he was winning the whole time.
We got another super chat. There's a thank you from Jax Van Zyl. He says, "Cheers, guys. Have a great one. Was awesome watching the match and hearing legendary Neil pick up as well, and you with the other pros and the input." So, yeah, guys. Before you all do drop off, thank you so much for tuning in on this one. Like I said, the conversation is going to keep on going for a long time about all of this, and really do appreciate that you guys are here. Aussie Armwrestler, Todd Hutchings, thank you both. You guys are legends. Aussie Armwrestler for getting up at 2 a.m. in the morning. Todd Hutchings for stopping whilst at work to provide the insight. Really, really good stuff. Appreciate from you both.
And tell that Aussie arm wrestler to send me my Canada dollar.
I need to send me your bank details, Todd. I am a man of my word. I will send you a Canadian dollar.
All righty,
gents. Thank you so much for joining in, and we'll catch up again soon.
Bye-bye.
Good for me, mate.
Alrighty, guys, there we go. Massive match. We just got another super chat in from KD. To be fair, neither would get through your suggested testing. Like 50 pounds is 2 months. Yeah, no, fair enough. But yeah, huge match for me, guys. That was such an interesting moment in the sport. What Devin Larratt just did was something I don't think anyone saw coming. I know I didn't see it coming. Todd and Aussie Armwrestler didn't see it coming. That was a match where legitimately he demonstrated a level of fundamental power in arm wrestling that we've never seen from Devin. Undoubtedly, Fat Devin is the best Devin we've ever seen. I don't think there's anyone in the WAL that would have been able to trouble that. No Jerry Cataretz. I don't think Dave Chafee. And we've seen what he just did to Michael Todd. So this is the new chapter. Like I said, the big question is going to be is can Devon maintain that? Does he want to maintain that? Obviously, his health is going to be the biggest priority for him, and he's not going to keep that percentage of body fat on his body at the same time. So will he do that again for the next match that he faces? If it is Levan, I would expect him to do it again because Levan is obviously of that caliber where he is that 160 kilos plus. And so Devon was 295 pounds, which I think is 135 kilos, thereabouts. Very big, a very big Devon Larratt, and incredibly heavy. So it like I said, this kind of blew my mind, and I'm sure it's blown everyone's mind what we've just witnessed. Probably potentially the strongest arm wrestler in the history of the sport was right there. I don't know that anyone could have beaten that version that we just saw. I don't think Levan could have. I would have backed Devon if that was Levan across the table. I don't think Saplenkov could have. John Brzenk in his prime, perhaps maybe not have been able to either. This could have been the best Devon Larratt that has ever walked the planet. And I can't believe it. We heard from Michael Todd there saying that he was in the best shape he has ever been in tonight. Michael Todd was feeling confident. Michael Todd felt that he was going to flash pin Devon. Michael Todd was lifting PRs in the gym consistently in the last few weeks, and he was in a state where he truly did believe that he was ready to win, and Devon crushed that version. So this is Devon has just stepped into a level of unknown. It's interesting because Devon, some only 3 to 6 months ago, was suffering from DVT, and he was in that position where we weren't sure if Devon was actually going to be able to maintain that high level arm wrestling caliber with his health issues. And we were thinking perhaps we've seen the end of peak Devon, and perhaps we're seeing the wind down of Devon Larratt in an elite sense in the super heavyweight division. But what we've seen today has just totally changed that. Devon is very much in the elite realm, and I think there is no doubt now he cannot be ranked any lower than 2. He's either 1 or 2. That's all it is. In my opinion, Devon is either 1 or 2 right now. And if I was a betting man, I'd say 1 based on what I just saw. Of course, we need to see from the Georgian giant, Levan himself, to see what form he is in. But the Devon Larratt that we just saw right then, monstrous. It's hard to believe that we had people like Engin Terzi and Hermes Gasparini just only a month ago making claims like Devon is washed up and Devon is done and I could beat Devon easily. I'll tell you right now, there's no way Engin Terzi or Hermes Gasparini would have beaten that version that just turned up there. That version of Devon, absolutely. Levan, I think, is the only question for could anyone on this earth beat Devon Larratt based on what I saw. We've just got another super chat in from Thomas Maxey. Says, hey, Ryan, Mike says this was the best version of him, but do you really buy it? Mike looks smaller compared to his 2018 Hammer Battle. Compare the two. Interesting question there, Thompson. I do believe Michael on that. I've had a good insight. I speak to Michael pretty much weekly on the phone, and Michael's been lifting his biggest numbers in the gym. He spent a significant period of his life over the last 6 months preparing for a match with what he hoped was Levan. The match didn't come through with Levan, and Devon stepped in Levan's place. So Michael, yes, I believe him very much so, is in the best form of his life. And I think you could just see by the demeanor of Michael at the table tonight that the instant round 1 started, he knew he was outgunned. He could feel the power difference. The hand control of Devon was too much. The center table strength of Devon was simply on another level. And he knew it straight away. That said, I do think Michael was the best. He was 263 pounds, and he still had abs at that weight. He was strong. He was very strong, and I don't for a moment doubt that he isn't. Michael went into this match, the last time I spoke to Michael, which was about 3 days ago, he was saying, look, he feels like he could beat Levan right now. That's how strong he felt. And I do trust Michael on his own feeling. He felt healthy. He felt strong. His PRs were at their best. And he was confident. So I do believe him every moment, every bit of it. So phenomenal stuff, to be honest. Wow. Really, 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 really amazing performance from Devon Larratt. My goodness. The question is, like I said, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Igor Mazarenko has to say after all this. I think Igor Mazarenko needs to admit, honestly, I think he needs to admit that that it's not certain who the number one in the world is. Igor will like to say that it's only Levan and everything else doesn't count. But there is no way, there's no way Igor can deny what we just saw. That demonstration was better than any demonstration I've seen. No one has ever beaten Michael Todd like that. Pushkar couldn't do it. Dmitry Trubin couldn't do it that convincingly. John Brzenk couldn't do it that convincingly. That win was the most dominant win over Michael Todd in the history of super matches against Michael Todd. So I hope Igor Mazurenko acknowledges that, and I hope that he makes a priority of getting Devin Larratt into a match with Levan Sanganishvili. I don't know whether he's going to need that in the top 8. Hopefully he can come to terms with things and actually say, let's make it happen, regardless of the top 8 structure. It's very clear to the arm wrestling world who the number 1 and 2 in the world is right now. It's either Levan or Devin. And in third place, I'm happy to say that Dave Chafee and Michael Todd are probably still number 3 and 4. But let's see it. Devin and Levan just has to happen. We got another super chat from Elijah Ward. He says, how do you think Devin actually trained for the match? Did he really just sit on the couch and eat? Well, that'll be the interesting thing, is the truth will now come out, because Devin did keep a lot of it up his sleeve. Devin had been reporting that he was only 260 pounds in the weeks prior. I know I'd spoken to him and he told me 260. I saw him mention it on the internet. He said he was 260. And I think he wanted to surprise Michael, and he's not only surprised Michael, he surprised all of us. So I think that there was definitely more to it. And how Devin was training, from what I know of Devin will identify the critical moment in the match, the critical battle that needs to happen, and he'll strengthen that as a priority in the gym. So Devin would have assessed the critical fight to be his wrist flexion versus the pronation of Michael Todd. And you can see tonight, Devin utterly dominated that fight. And as soon as that fight was won, and as soon as that fight was over, Michael Todd had nothing left at all for the battle. And it was one-way traffic. So I believe that Devin's training would have essentially been the same as it always is. He's just put more energy into that specific moment, and he's bulked up. Like I said, he was coming off the deep vein thrombosis. So he was at a point where he was questioning his own ability. If you do recall back to 2018 when Michael beat Devin went away saying he needed endurance. He needed cardiovascular. He needed to run. That was kind of what he said. Well, coming off DVT, he didn't have that ability. He didn't have that ability to go and take the endurance approach. And so he then went the size approach. And it looks like the size approach has rewarded him tremendously, because most dominant victory in the history. I think Devin Larratt right now is the number 1 arm wrestler in the world. For the first time since I've been involved in the sport, I feel like that's just the reality. I got a lot of respect for Levan, but right now I just feel like that what we saw, that was it. That was the peak of the sport so far. I don't think anyone in the history of the sport beats the Devin that we just saw. Yeah. But yes, I can see $5 Shake says that Ryan does know 8 people in Brisbane that could probably beat him. I like it. Oh my goodness. So Schoolboy, if you missed the results and you're tuning in now, I've seen a few people asking what was the Schoolboy score. Schoolboy won very dominantly 6-0 against Larry. Larry was in that position where it was his first ready go, and it just all of the critical things about being a professional arm wrestler were lacking in Larry. His initiation off the go wasn't there. His pronation was being defeated very handily by Schoolboy. And Schoolboy very comfortably 6-0. It'll be interesting to see where Larry goes to from here. No doubt another big talking point for the next week or so. Super chat from David499 says Schoolboy leveled up just like Devin. Larry's a lot better than he was last time, but so was Schoolboy. Yeah, Schoolboy looked thick. I think he'd taken somewhat of a similar approach to Devin. He looked like he'd been eating a lot. He had a big puffy face, a lot of water retention. I think that was a heavier Schoolboy than we've seen him compete in the past. He didn't take any chances on this match with Larry, and Schoolboy really looked dominant. Without a doubt, he looked dominant. For Schoolboy, I'd like to see him, if he's going to continue with the big match, super matches, I'd like to see him perhaps have a super match with someone like, I don't know, me. I'd love to actually pull Schoolboy. Chance Shaw would be another one that I think, as Todd Hutchings mentioned, Schoolboy's not quite at the elite level arm wrestlers within North America, but he is knocking on the door yet. And I think Schoolboy against Chance Shaw. I think Schoolboy against maybe a Tom Nelson. I think Schoolboy against someone like a Jordan Sill or a Craig Chandler is a good match, and their opportunities. But I'm not sure that fits necessarily into Schoolboy's pathways. He's got his own pathway that he wants to set. It obviously is financially rewarding for him to do it with a big channel that they've got on Arm Wrestling TV. They're crushing it. So, yeah, but like I said, I'd love to face Schoolboy. I think I could take Schoolboy. I think I could get him into the hook, and I think once in there, it'd be good. But we'll leave that one for another day. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Devin, people are saying Devin's the GOAT. It's an interesting one right now. What defines the GOAT? For me, Devin's. I can't call Devin the GOAT simply for the reason of the longevity of John Brzenk. John Brzenk was the strongest in his weight category for 5 decades. Devin's never going to do that. Just doesn't have time. So John, the things John did just simply, Devin doesn't have enough time to match that. But one thing that I am willing to say is, based on what I saw today, I believe we just potentially witnessed the strongest arm wrestler in the history of the sport. I think that Devin perhaps beats everyone in the history of the sport on their best day. I don't know that the best version of John Brzenk could have won that match today. And that's a big thing to think, because peak John back in the late 80s, early 90s, peak John was a killer. But this version of Devin, wow, was something to be witnessed. Super chat from Russell Tyrone Jones. All Devin's table time paid off. He said he wasn't even close to PRs at lifts in the gym, so numbers don't mean anything except for yourself. Yeah, good point there, Russell Tyrone Jones. Table time truly is king when it comes to preparations, and always having a good team to train with is going to be the best and most effective way that you can train. So I agree totally. Franz Weeby sends a $5 super chat. Did the title of world champ just transfer from this match? Yeah, I think it did. Well, certainly in respect to North America, it did. Michael Todd had been the man. He'd won the majority, or he won the WAL hammer against Devin Larratt last time they faced. And so even though the hammer wasn't formally on the line, it was very clear from this match tonight that Devin Larratt is now in charge of Michael Todd, and therefore with it takes the implied number 1 rank from the that side of the world. There is, of course, the Levan Saganishvili question that needs to be addressed. The world doesn't truly know who is number 1 yet. We can all place our bets. We can all take a guess. And if I was guessing right now, I would say that this Devin Larratt beats Levan. It's just what I feel. I've never seen anyone hold on to Michael Todd's King's move outside of a strap and actually pin it and contain it. Truly a phenomenal performance. So I think that this version, the fundamental strengths of this version of Devin Larratt is ready for Levan. He's got a big enough frame. He's got a long enough arm that I think that he could force Levan into a hook. And if it forced Levan into a hook, I think Devin Larratt has an ability to get tighter than Levan can. And therefore the rotation and the gas would be in his favor. And I think Levan would actually start to fatigue. And yeah, my gut feel right now, and I've got a feeling that the majority of you agree. It will be very interesting to see what Levan Saganishvili has to say after witnessing this match. We got another super match from Bill Irangbam. Says maple syrup and pancakes equals unreal power. What's the point of eating chicken and rice? Yeah, that was the unknown factor of this match, was the fat factor. The fat Devin was the big factor. And as I've said a few times before, from my own personal experience with bodyweight, the strongest I've ever felt was in early 2019 in my local state championships, where I got fat. I deliberately ate up, and I felt fantastic that day. I flash bin Lachlan, I flash bin Doug Fatafi, I flash bin Marcus, I flash bin all these super heavyweights, and it shocked me how strong I was being fat. So this was the first time we've ever seen fat Devin. He's never turned up to a tournament or a super match like this ever before. And undoubtedly, it was the strongest Devin. So I think Devin's will have felt that. His joints would have felt healthy. And there was nothing ever stressed in Devin today. Michael did nothing to actually challenge him at all. So the fat factor is a huge factor. And yeah, it proved it today. beyond doubt, it proved it today that was the strongest version of Devon that we've ever seen. I see a comment in there saying Larry versus Bowen, who wins? Well, you can see Larry needs a fair bit of work from tonight. Tonight was Larry's first opportunity to taste what it is to have a genuine ready go. Wasn't a training ready go, it was a genuine ready go where there was money on the line and all the eyes of the world were watching formally. And it happened. It unfolded the way kind of most of us expected, and that being that the arm wrestler was too good. It's the thing that made Larry a fish out of water tonight was the little things. It's the little things like setup awareness, setup manipulation, the critical strengths off the go. Undoubtedly, Larry has great wrist flexion, great back pressure, reasonable pronation, and probably reasonable side pressure. But that doesn't stand up to someone who's been doing it for 10 years. And Schoolboy's been doing it since he was a 14-year-old or something like that. So I think that Schoolboy and his very critical strengths were far too much for Larry, and that was simply the deciding factor. Larry will come back. Larry will keep going. But he got a taste of what it is to be up against a genuine conditioned arm wrestler, an experienced arm wrestler, and he'll go from there. What Larry needs to do is now jump into tournaments and actually start arm wrestling against other people where he finds that natural balance. He needs to have some wins. He needs to taste some victory. He needs to have some very close defeats. Tonight wasn't a close defeat. Tonight was a match where he was outgunned, and he'll know that. But we'll see where he goes from here. Then we've got another couple of super chats. Let me catch up to you guys in the comments. I appreciate all the support, by the way. Amazing amount of people. We got Niall Scheifler with a $2.99. It says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how scared is Igor? Well, Igor right now, like I said, I very much look forward to his next post. I don't know what format it's going to come in, but Igor had an air of arrogance about him when the whole Michael Todd Levan conversation was going on, and the East versus West conversation, and the WAL versus PAL conversation. He took a very, in my opinion, arrogant approach where he stood at the top of the hill and said, no. My organization is the only one that can claim a world champion. The rest is just a sideshow. And he laughed at the fact of thinking that there was anyone out there that could challenge Levan from the Western side of the world. And I think that Igor, I don't think he's scared right now, but I'd be very interested to see if he's willing to admit that that the Devon Larratt we just saw today could and would threaten Levan, and big time. So much so that I think he becomes the favorite. So it'll be interesting to see. Master of the Universe sends a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for that. Master of the Universe, really appreciate the support. Yeah. And lots of comments saying that I knew Devon was going to win, but not that bad. Yeah, I felt the same. I felt like this was going to be knife edge. I actually picked Michael Todd to win on an endurance factor, but Devon came in at a level way too strong. People asking how mad would Engen be right now? I don't think Engen would be mad right now. I think Engen would be impressed. It was just an absolute display of fundamental dominance, and I think Engen is a big fan of fundamental arm wrestling, and he'll appreciate the fact that Devon's superior fundamentals overwhelmed Michael's King's move today. Michael simply could not access the King's move, and that's all that mattered. He just couldn't get it. His pronation was defeated. Tyrone Carrigan says it looked like Michael gave up. Yes, I agree. I don't think Michael gave up. He just knew there was nothing he could do. There's a feeling when you grip someone that is that much stronger than you, where you just know there's nothing you can do. And Michael felt that, and you could see the look in his eye after round one. He was defeated. He was done, and it wasn't changing. There was no fatigue being put into Devon's arm. He couldn't defeat the hand of Devon at all, and so therefore Michael was gassing very quickly, and Devon was not gassing at all. And so much so that round 4, Devon pinned Michael outside of the straps, which is the first time in history that has been done. An absolute historical moment to hold on to Michael's King's move and defeat it out of straps. You see the way that Devon Larratt celebrated after doing that, truly demonstrating how dominant he was today. Unbelievable. There's going to be so much to review after this live stream. I'm going to have to do a technical breakdown. I'm going to see if I can download the stream and then give you guys a play-by-play technical breakdown and show you exactly what Devon did. But really was a phenomenal performance. All right, just going to have a look at some of your comments, and then I'm going to wind it up really shortly. It's about 7 a.m. now for me. Master of the Universe with another super chat says, "Hey, Ryan, do you think Michael Todd will retire now?" That's a good question. He might, after that sort of loss, he might. It wouldn't surprise me. I know Mike well. We speak a lot, and Mike's put a lot of effort into arm wrestling. He's done it for 20 odd years, 25 years or something, and his dream really was to prove that he was at the top, just at least once. He wanted to be unanimously recognized as the top. What he felt today, I think, will be quite humbling to him, because by his own admission, he was at his best today. He will now know that he doesn't have what it takes in his current form to beat Devon, and that he would need to do something different, change. And I don't know that he's willing to do that. And I say that because Michael works hard. Michael has worked hard for a long time, and Michael also, I think he deserves some rest. I think he has aspirations in getting into the film industry. I think he wants to enjoy other parts of life as well. So I think, it wouldn't be out of the question if Michael said, "You know what, guys, I'm gonna hang it up for a bit. I'm gonna keep my YouTube channel going and roll around and have some fun with that." But he may back off for a season. Of pursuing the number one rank in the world. I think that will be good for his headspace, and he might come back with a refreshed approach in a year or two's time. But yeah, I expect Mike to take a rest now. Retire is a big word. It's hard to retire from the sport of arm wrestling. Once you're in, you really are in for life. And undoubtedly, Michael will always be involved in some way, shape, or form. So I can't see him retiring. Mr. Popo asked, "What do you think the pay-per-view numbers were?" That's a good question, Mr. Popo. I think we had near 2,000 people watching this live stream. I think I'm not sure what the other live streams were on RTV. I think they had similar, maybe slightly more. So we might have had 3,000 to 4,000 people that were big enough fans that they would have paid. I'm assuming everyone who was watching this stream had paid for the pay-per-view as well. So if let's say we got 3,000, and I know it was sold initially a little bit cheaper, but let's say they averaged $5, so $15,000 in pay-per-view revenue potentially, if that were the numbers. It's not a lot, but it's something. If it covered the cost of hiring the camera crew and getting the venue and all that sort of stuff, then it would have been worth it, because you've got to realize that this whole venture, this whole lead up generated money as well. Larry's channel, Devon's channel, Michael's channel, Ray's channel, even channels like mine have benefited greatly from this event coming about. More people have been interested in the sport. The sport has grown because of it, and revenue across people's YouTube channels has been up because of this match and because of this card. So I think the overall outcome of this card will be positive. I think Larry will be keen to do something again. I don't know that he's going to jump into a super match anytime soon. I know when Larry was on the fix the other week, he did express that the next thing that he wants to do is probably throw his hat into the ring of some tournaments and go from there. And I think that is the right move for Larry. I think he does need that. So would the pay-per-view have been a success? Depends how you look at it. I don't think it was huge, but I think it will be enough to keep it going. It's money well spent, in my opinion. Oh boy, there we go. Loose looking at the comments. Lots flying past. I can't keep up with you guys with 1,500 people in here. Devon earned a good recovery after this win. He'll plan the next move. Yeah, Devon is not under any contracts right now. He's not under the WAL. He's not under the PAL. He can go anywhere he wants. So I think that Devon will take his time. He'll get his body weight a little bit down. I know he made comments like his mum and his family have been calling him concerned about his health, seeing how big he was getting. And I think that he's going to respectfully take control of his weight again. I don't think he's going to maintain that level of body weight. He's going to want to come down to a sensible, healthy range again. And I think he'll do that. But where to from here for Devon is a big question. He has he has the weight of the world's arm wrestling fans behind him, and I don't think Levan even can deny that that Devin is a genuine threat. So it wouldn't surprise me if we saw Devin turning up in Georgia somewhere in the next 6 to 12 months. I think Igor needs to be spoken to, and Igor really needs to be the person to initiate this, and he needs to not bullshit about there being a need for contracts, and he needs to not jump around that issue and pretend that Devin isn't a legitimate threat. Undeniably, Devin is a threat, and so much so that I think Devin, in my opinion, would actually beat Levan, based on what I saw tonight. Really, really, really was impressive, and I don't think even Igor can deny that anymore. Very good. All right, guys. Well, as much as I've got 1,500 of you on here, I'd love to keep chatting all day. What I'm gonna do is I am gonna head off very shortly, and I'm gonna see if I can download now the pay-per-view and start to film a breakdown episode of the technical analysis of the match. I really do appreciate the fact that you guys were all here. Thank you for supporting the sport. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you to everyone who did the super chats. The big thanks again to Todd, Hutchings, and Aussie Armwrestler for joining me for the coverage today. I really enjoyed hearing that perspective from Todd in particular. Very unique position, and of course the next big thing in the arm wrestling world is June 12, where we're going to see Todd Hutchings against Hadzimur Zaloyev and Matt Marsky and Samis Gasparini, among others, which will be a fantastic event as well. So thank you guys once again for joining me here. I had an absolute blast, and I'll catch you guys again soon.